what I want, right? This is which one that I want. I gotta watch from up there. Okay, here we go. Let me just do this. I'll watch that. Okay, this is what I want.
There's no.
Okay, you got this going. Hey, y'all. Hey, come through, come through. Let me get you guys some more music in here. Come through, come through. How you doing today? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. We're going to do a deep dive. Let me play you guys. Let me wait till I get a couple more of you in here so we can get started. So we can start. Not start, it starts. I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. Welcome. Let's get to it. Okay.
Sit back and be like,
Welcome, everybody. Let's get through. Let's come through. Good morning. How do I do that? Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to the Diddy trial, week number 4, day number 18. I have to be careful that I have a lot of things lined up here. I got to be careful how I'm bringing everything out because that somehow or another that I don't know what's wrong with this computer. Maybe it can't take so much everything and it start freezing up. But anyway, so anyway, we're gonna be all right today. Hey, how you doing? I am Dovey. I am your host with the most. Thank you for my appearance. Today is Dress Down Friday. So you know what? I'm going to take a deep dive with y'all. All right? So I have to. I'm gonna take a deep dive. I got to make myself comfortable. How y'all doing today? Welcome. Thank every last one of you that's here able to join me this morning. I've been doing some deep diving, and I'm not gonna get myself so excited. I got them hearing. I'm not gonna get myself so excited in what I'm supposed to be doing, because every time when I get so excited, always something basically would happen to come to upset my groove. Okay, y'all, a lot don't happen. Yeah, a lot don't happen. A lot don't transpire. Even down when I was like 12:30 on the East Coast, 12:30 a.m. on the East Coast, up looking. People was making videos. We're gonna talk about that monster Dirty Diddy in a little bit. But meanwhile, let me just get y'all warmed up of what's going on across the streets. Let's go and get warmed up at the end, because as you know, we really not gonna get no news really what today until lunchtime. So let's go here. Let's go and see what we can find out where these people are at and what is going on out here in these streets. So here I go. I'm gonna come in here. Hold on a second. Jesus, what's going on with my stuff? Oh my God. Hold up a second. I want to go to.
Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV.
Wait a minute, hold up. I don't want to get too much far gone in this here.
She goes, no. That was my one rule. I told them they couldn't take drugs. Okay. I didn't want them to be out of control while they were with.
This is downtown. This is the light camp of downtown New York.
She says
downtown Manhattan. Hold 1 second.
So she said she had one rule. So she couldn't get the entertainers to wear condoms. Diddy's forbidden condoms. But I guess Diddy was in agreement that these entertainers couldn't be on drugs themselves. She did not want these individuals under the influence themselves. So they had to be sober, drug-free. How she would be able to determine that, I have no idea. How did ecstasy make you feel? Sexual energy. So Diddy making her take ecstasy so she gets that sexual energy. So he's drugging her.
Let's go ahead.
Why did you feel you had to take these drugs? She goes, otherwise it would be too real. I wanted to. I don't know. She starts crying right now on the stand. It would make things easier. She's saying that she had to take the drugs because if she didn't take the drugs, everything would be too real. And she didn't want to do this. So she had to take the drugs to escape reality. She took the drugs to escape and to make things easier. Did you ever do hotel nights without drugs? She goes, twice. Once with Paul. We've heard Paul, entertainer Paul. I don't know who Paul is. I don't know if anyone knows Paul's last name or who's Paul. We've heard Paul multiple times now. Paul. escort Paul. But she's saying twice. Once with Paul. I'm sure she's going to be talking about some sort of experience when she did this as sober.
Thank you. Oh, okay.
We shall see. Stand by. This is all painting a picture. Oh my goodness. I am totally glued to my screen, refreshing every update.
Okay, that's what's with the thing. You guys.
Here we go. Comey, why didn't you take drugs that time? She goes, I didn't want to do that to my body.
Okay, hold up a second. Here we go. Let me get him on out.
Reel to reel. So I asked Sean for a pill.
Okay.
Did Sean give it to you? Yes. I felt better.
Here we go. Let me go in here. Good morning. How y'all doing? Let's get started. Oh, come on. Let me get on. And it said press. We going right where he's at right now. Okay, you guys. Okay, we there now. Okay, you guys, we are there now. We are right here with Inner Center. Welcome, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Right now, here we on Inner Center, Inner City Press. Okay? Oh, what? Inner City Press. So basically, we're going to go down what actually happened and what was said yesterday. Hey, Miss Darling, what happened and what was said yesterday. Okay? I'm going to move from the screen. I'm going to bring you guys what about that we left off from yesterday. And then I'm going to be careful as I can go ahead. As I get out one screen, I'm just going to start Xing it out so the thing, it won't freeze up on me. Okay, now, here we go. Let's go into here. Let's get caught up. Because we got a lot to talk about. What is Daphne Joy? Is Jane Doe #2. Okay. That what you saying, Daphne? I think you're saying Daphne, right? Allegedly. Okay. How y'all doing? Thank you, everybody, for coming on in. You guys are here, ready. Thank you, X. Thank you, YouTube. And thank you, Twitch, coming on here. Y'all, we finna go to work. I've been doing some deep diving, and I'm not gonna get so excited. I try to take my time and close out each window as I go through, so I won't have all them windows coming open and they freeze up like I did yesterday. Okay, let's go here. Y'all, it's some disturbing things that came out. Hold up. It's some disturbing things came out last night. I mean, I'm talking about, I seen the last video. Somebody was going live at, what time it was, like 12:15 in the morning. Basically was talking about Tisha Tales, allegedly, okay? Yeah, okay. Ooh. I wonder what 50 say about that. Well, 50, you know, you always trolling people. That's probably why you was trolling Diddy so bad. Huh? Okay. And wants to see him do time. Okay. Let's go here. Tisha Tells the folks out there with boots on the ground, around there by the courthouse, the YouTubers, not the big screen TVs, these YouTubers. Everybody want to be a success overnight. So is I. But guess what? I'm here with us. I can get my success with us. This is what's going on. Tisha Tales. They're trying to say that Tisha Tales was the one that put out Sarah. I think that was her name, Sarah. Your old Sarah name the other day. No, she did not. Tisha Tales was reading the chat. And she was reading the chat. So anyway, as y'all know who had got it started. The reason why we say that Don Knott got it started, because he the one that ran out with the big mouth and say what he was going to tell the judge. A little loud. Okay, it's too loud. Okay, how about now? What about now? I'm okay now? Okay. Don Knotts, but yeah, Don Knotts said that he was going to send the judge a letter and tell him that it was Tisha Tales. Tisha Tales that was out here that was doing it, that release, because the judge is up on, thank you, okay. The judge is up here with an attitude and want to know who the one that doxed the young lady, what we say her name was Sarah. Well, Sarah. I think that's her name. Y'all, Tisha Tales was reading the chat. As I show you these videos, you will see how her eyes go. She was reading the chat because we was there with her. She was reading the chat. Then she said that I'm not going to say that. Let the prosecutor them tell who it is. I'm not going to put it, but she was reading the chat. And she kept saying, she said, oh, I don't know who it is. Okay. They took a screenshot of identified with Tisha, said that the lady's name. Tisha Tales was reading the chat. The comments, what they were putting in the chat. So anyway, it's a group of guys. Y'all know that Tisha Tales is out here on mainstream, on Nightline, ABC News, and anybody that wants to see her. Well-spoken young lady. So Tisha Tales out here is doing her thing from day one. Day one that Tisha Tales been on this thing for the last 3 years. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you some things where they are setting up Tisha Tales. Send the paper over because they want to get Tisha Tales. They want to bring charges up on her. These are the ones with the boots on the ground. They want to bring charges up on her. Saying that she the one, because the judge is still, because they had to, you know how it is, they had to do so much security on the courtroom yesterday. That's why they started so late. Then the fact that who did it, who leaked it out, who did it, but Tisha just was reading the chat. She said, oh, I'm not going to say that. Let the prosecutor, let them say it. Y'all, we was here with her. Let me give y'all some things that they are out. What they do, they want to take her from off the streets. Because that they hear her, because that, you know, someone got 3 or 4 tablets, they can hear her say, oh, thank you for the cash out. Oh, mama, I am doing my best. I'm out here. So they are very, very upset about her excitement and the support that she is getting from around the world. Japan, everywhere. Germany, everywhere. So they are upset by the allegedly. This is what I am saying. And I'm pretty sure how I feel. I'm not wrong. Look, I'm going to show you something. Look what they do and look what they plot up during the night. And look how this man, I was watching him, but I watch everybody. But I'm gonna do this video here because this is basic, it's commentary and bouncing off what he's saying. Okay, he is out there. Sent the judge a personal video, made sure that this get to the judge, that it wasn't him. Also, too, I was over to Make It Make Sense last night. Make It Make Sense said that the judge come after him. He did not say that. He did not put out that, the young lady name. So when they turned around, did y'all know that damn little boy did not? You know, his ass can't be still nor sit down some damn well. Okay? He ain't out there doing reporting. He out there harassing damn people. I'm going to show y'all some things. This is what they doing to Tisha Taylor. And we're going to go from there. We got a lot that we're going to be catching up with this morning. I'm going to take it very, very easy. Take it very, very easy to identify with my excitement and things basically what be transpiring with me. Right now, I see a whole bunch of people they base it a lot. I'm saying it's Tisha there because base like that she's so excited, she all into the business and all this other. But no, she just doing her job at being a good reporter. And shout out to Tisha Tale. She got a little secret on all that wig that she got. Thanks so that she had got a new job. But she said she's not going to tell us yet because she had to have a little conference call, interview call on the phone. So anyway, shout out is well due, mama. It's your time to shine. You put in the work, the leg work. You stayed up a lot of nights. It's your time to shine. Take the bull by the horn, Tisha, and run with it. Now, let's get over here to these here one that Asa Tisha and trying to take her off to bring charges up against her. Because that's what the judge said he's going to do. Bring charges up against her for doxing, for putting out the woman name and having the woman being doxed. Okay, just wait. Where is he at? I'm not emo. I had him this morning. Hold on, let me see. I think so. That was his name. He started with an L, right? Come on, boy. That was 5 days ago. Oh, shoot. That's going to go dead on me. Okay. Hey, you guys, just 1 second. Let's go in here for 2 minutes while I get everything on the other. Wait a minute. Oh, boy, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I got to learn how to close out all these things. Okay, let's just hold this here right here, folks. Let's hold this here. Yeah, you don't. Use it. I don't emote. I'm not like. See if it's gonna come out. Okay, I go and get my other tablet. I go and get my other tablet, you guys. It's being charged over there. Here we go. Let me go ahead and put this up. Let me get down. Check your library. Okay. Okay, y'all, let's get started. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be coming from yesterday. We're going to get caught up on inner city. And then also, too, I'm getting the other tablet. Okay, here we go. Let me go right here. I don't mean the whole job because you guys is waiting very patient while I go through this. But I'm trying to close out every window as I go through it so it won't freeze up. Welcome, everybody. Here we go. This is what's 1 hour ago. This is Inner City Press. Okay. This is Inner City Press an hour ago. Jane. Okay. Y'all, you guys watch me as when I say Jane, that's Jane Doe. Okay. Here we go. An hour ago, Inner City Press dropped this. Jane, this is Jane talking. I was mad I had let myself get into this. The state says that's Corey. I mean, yeah, not Corey. Conry says that's the state. Conry is talking to Jane. Jane just respond back to whatever that Corey asked her. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get there. This would be a good place for a break. I agree. Okay, here we go. 1 hour break. Support. Okay, here we go. Now, this is 1 hour ago. The state. Why did not you take drugs that time? Jane says, I did not want to do that to my body, but it's real, too real. So I asked Sean for a pill. The state said, did Sean give it to you? Jane said, yes. Them not Jane or Jane Doe. Jane said, yes, I felt better. The state says the second time. Jane says, my partner was taking too many pills. Ugh. Oh God, y'all. Oh God, I can imagine. Ugh. Y'all, but anybody eating around there? Well, eating real food. Okay, the state says, did you ever see any of the entertainers taking drugs? Jane says, no. That was one rule. I told them they could not take drugs. I did not want them to be out of control while I was there. The state say, how did ecstasy make you feel? Jane say, sexual energy. Okay. The state says, why did you feel you had to take these drugs? Jane says, otherwise it would be too real. I want to. I did not know. I don't know. Wait a minute. I don't know. Wait a minute, hold up. Wait a minute. Jane said, otherwise it would be too real. I want to. I don't know. Feel like, and then she started slobbering. Other word that she started crying. It would make things, wait a minute, it would make things earlier. I don't get that. I don't know. I can't get that part there. Okay. So, but anyway, she started slobbering because, she started to cry. The state say, did you ever do hotel night without drugs? Jane said twice, once with Paul. Okay. Now, this is taking place 2 hours ago. Let's come on down here. Let me see what the reply. Okay. Now we ain't go. Okay, here we go. 2 hours ago. How did that go? Okay, here we go. Before the jury came in, the judge, this is the judge. What about the screenshot of the text between Miss Ventura and Miss, wait a minute, hold up. Where are we at? Let me see. Damn. Yep, this all happened this morning. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, let's go back. Before the 2 hours ago, before the jury came in, the judge, this is what the judge said. What about the screenshot of the text between Miss Ventura, Cassie, and Miss Cofran? I think that means KK. between Miss KK. We're gonna put that as KK because they got the two K's there. Okay. Cone, Alexander Shapiro. Once the text, this is what Sean Diddy lawyer has said. Once the text should be admitted, not the photo. The state said the jury should know it is a screenshot, not the text. The state say 2 hours ago. The state says my error was only look at the first message. I apologize. The judge say, okay, take it easy. The judge say you may like screenshot as opposed to the text. The state say we. Judge say I'm not done. The state say I'm sorry for interrupting you. The judge say I understand. I'm just not sure this is the hill you want to dive on. Okay, here we go. This is Sean. Now here's Combs' lawyer. These texts, you have thousands of videos of mine performing every weekend on your phone. This is Combs' lawyer Driscoll. This is what they are saying. They are talking back to the state. Them in the state is talking. Okay, on your phone. They are backward looking and hearsay. We argue that Mr. Combs was upfront about the what they call monogamous. Y'all know when a group of people have sex. Nature of the relationship, as James said, a monogamous. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, a monogamous. This state, y'all. I'm getting ready. It's early, y'all. Okay, here we go. The state 2 hours ago in their opening, they attacked James' credibility. Call it all. As you hear yesterday, James felt they had opened the doors. The judge, they are admissibly to revert the defense opening, so it is apologetic to introduce their statement. Combs, this is Draco. I think I'm saying right. The government. This is Diddy's lawyer. You know, he got a lot of them. This is what he says. The government sent us 6 years of text message. Oh my God. Then they reduced them. We stand by our objection. The foundation has not been laid. The judge says the government should lay the foundation. The state says this is the state. This is one of the lawyers named Johnson from the state. We had laid it. They talking about how they don't lay the foundation, baby, that they got you. Okay. The judge say, bring in the jury and the witness. The state says that was Coney. Now, we already don't talk to Johnson. Now, there's another one Diddy Law, Coney. Good morning. How many times did you travel to Las Vegas? Jane Doe said, now they are in the court. Once on Sean plane, he will host an AM event. Then he wanted entertainment for the night. We had that. The state, that's Coney. The state. What do you mean? James says, entertainment. We had sex. The state say, what did go off? Wait a minute. What did going off the grains mean? She says, getting free. Did Sean Did Sean call you a freak? Jane said, yes. He wanted me to be wild and sexual. The state said, did you ask Sean if the entertainer would wear a condom? Here we go. Hold on, maybe here we go, you guys. Let me come over here. Wear a condom? Okay. 2 hours ago. Yes, that's the first time we've done, and another time, and another, Sean guilty tripped me out of it was not something he wants to see. The state, what was his tone? James said, not consider condescending. The state says, did he say why he did not want the entertainers to wear a condom? Jane says, remember not Jane to Jane though, he did not want to see a rubber. The state says, did you rise if even when slobbering and not in the hotel room? Jane says, did you arrive even when sober and not in the hotel room? Jane said, yes. The state say, where there even recorded? Was there, come on, Dolly, was there recording? Jane said, yes. One that I was aware of, I was trying to ask the entertainer if he can wear a condom. He looked for it. The guy that she was playing around with, he was looking for a condom because she asked him to put on a condom. The state said, I would like to call up this exhibit with an aid. Did you listen to this? Jane said, yes. The state said, and did you read this transcript that is up on the screen? Jane said, yes. How they got it fixed, what he's saying, that the screen is not visible for the gallery. So the people that's in the court, they cannot see it. Jane is the only one that can see it. Okay. Remember now, y'all, they did a whole lot to protect her. Okay. Here's the state. Let's start at 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you said, I think they have in the chair, what were you referring to? She was saying the condom. The state say, what did you understand what Sean mean when he said you were just taking that DICK? You know, they got the word right here. Okay. Oh God, Jesus, this is Jane. That was all right. That was already had intercourse. State says, and when he said, if you don't touch, he said, if you don't touch yourself right now, what was he saying? Jane said, to just move on. The state said, why did you think you need permission for Sean, for a man to have sex with your body wearing a condom? Cohn's lawyer said, objection. The judge said, overruled. The state said, sidebar. Judge said, sure. My God, today. Y'all still out there. Y'all know if I come over there and see y'all, you know I'm going to mess up this whole thing. I'm already catching a problem in reading this here. Here we go. Okay, they are back. This is 2 hours. The state says, why you did not say no? Jane said, he would have got, I think he said aggravated. Okay. State say, how would intercourse with an entertainer end? James said he will finish on me. The state says, oh Lord. Then what with Sean? James say, we will have sex. The state says, would you clean up the ejaculation? Oh God, ejaculation. You know what I'm trying to say, y'all. James says no. The state says, why not? James say, Sean like it to play around with it. Oh my God, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. I got it right here. Wait a minute. Thank you, y'all. We just need a breather. Okay, y'all, I have a problem reading this here, but come on. This is what they are asking. This is a strong conversation. Hey, Trish, thank you guys for coming in. Y'all ready? Oh my God, this is just a little too much. My God. If you guys like to donate and support for the channel, my cash app is DMilton04. Thank you. You guys, let's stay tuned. We working now. This whole transcript will be on my community wall. Y'all know tomorrow is Saturday. Tomorrow is my Sabbath. But I'm going to go to church and we're going to start early tomorrow. Let's say about noon. I got all this stuff that I don't download for you guys with this case, and I didn't even read it yet, okay? This is Deep Dive Friday. Put on your goggles, everybody. Here we go. I'm going back into it. Okay. Be over here on Inner City Press. Okay, here we go. Okay. The state says, why not? James says, Sean like it. Sean like it to play around with it. The state say, then what? James say, I would take a shower and get ready for the next one. Get ready for the next round. My God, my girl, your poo-poo don't hurt. Oh my God, my girl. The state said, typically, how many rounds? Object, overruled. James say, every entertainer was different. Some 3. After that, she give that to y'all. I know. We gonna stomach, but after that, she give that. After that, the sperm she give it over to Sean. Sean plays with it. He plays with the sperms. She go and take a shower, refresh, and get ready for the next dude that's coming in the room. That's coming in the hotel. Okay. Oh my God, today. The state. This is the state. Oh boy. Would decide if you could stop when you was tired. Sean sobbed. James said, Sean, he sobs. Okay? So in other words, basically he get angry. The state say, do you need a moment? Because she started slobbering, basically like she got emotional. Jane, she started crying. I'm sorry. What was your question? The state say, how did you say you want to stop? They didn't say what you say. They say, how did you say you want to stop? Jane said, I would say, I'm hungry. Make little faces. Y'all, that's not funny. Y'all, this is what I was saying a few minutes ago. Is anybody eating around there? I'm just saying. Jane said, I would sit him. Oh, wait a minute. Jane said, I sent him. Okay, she said she'll send him clues. Okay. The state said, what did he say? Jane said, he would say, you're not getting tired on me, are you? Let's go out on a high note. Let's finish strong. And then she started to cry. She started to cry. Okay. The state said, what would Sean give you to keep you awake and having sex with the entertainer? Jane said, exorcist. The state says, did you ever cry after one of these hotels night? Jane says twice. Now, you remember now, they not calling them the freak off now. They start calling them the hotel night. Jane said twice. The state said, tell us about the first. Jane said, I thought it was a date night, one-on-one, but he said there would be an entertainer, but just a quick one. I held on to that, but 18 hours. Let me bring this up. 18 hours. Okay. Here you go. Be coming up. Okay. This is Jane. And after 18 hours and 3 rounds with the entertainer, Sean said he had to leave. I started crying. The state, were you with someone else? Jane said, I was with Sean. It was in the Wallwood in Beverly Hills, some kind of big hotel, early in our relationship. State said, what did Sean say? Jane said, he said, are you crying? You look disgusting. Then he just sat there listening to music. I was cringing to him. He said he could move things around with his family, and I could go home with him. I just want to be in his arms after all that. Okay. He'll call home and tell the truth. Y'all leave. We coming home. Y'all get on my down. Bring this woman on home. She just wanted to be romantic with him, y'all. That's basically what she's saying. Okay. Just him and her. Okay. Here we go. The state said, and the second time, James said, I was in the shower after one of these nights. Okay. The state said, is your memory spot? What do you remember? Jane said, I was so high. I had sex with Paul. Then I was in the shower with Sean. He said, stop it. I'm too high. Stop. An hour ago, the state said, Paul. Jane said, one of the entertainers. The state say, where was the hotel night? Works for you? Objection. Overruled. Jane said, it was work from start to finish. The state says, what did you do to try to get them to end soon? Jane said, I tried to have sex with the entertainers fast. The state says, the state said, what did you do to try to speed things up? Jane said, I'll do foreplay and bring them into the room. Sean would say, slow it down. More foreplay. The state say, what words would he use? Them other folks over there say, objection, time frame. The judge say, that's fair. The state say, May to October of 2023. The state said, because that Sean Combs lawyer, they saying objection, they want to know the time frame. So okay, so the judge say, okay, that's fair. Tell them the time frame. So the state responded to Diddy's lawyer, them May to October 2023. Okay, because they come on, y'all. I need y'all to go somewhere with me. Can you remember? Cassie hit him in November. y'all not here with me. Y'all ain't here with me. Let me put this right here. Y'all not here with me. Cassie hit him in November. Because we in 2025. Last year, they all had him all on investigation. Remember, Cassie hit him in November of 2023. Him and her, they were doing all this stuff here from May until October. And the judge said, yes, give them a time frame. That's fair. Let's go back over. We just working a little bit. That was the 50th son. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the judge say objection, time frame. Judge say that's fair. The state say, well, May to October 2023. Here we go. The state, May of 2021 to October of 2023. What would Sean say? James say, he said, I'm not ready to see. James said, he says, I'm not ready to see that yet. Okay, so y'all. I think I'm getting somewhere with it. Wait a minute, I think I'm getting somewhere right here. Okay, so she started fooling around with him. May of 2021 to October of 2023. What would Sean say? James said, he said, I'm not ready to see that yet. The state says, how would you feel? The defense says, sidebar. Judge say, sure. Y'all, I got a problem identifying with this is timing. Did you meet him in May 21st? May of 2021, and y'all lasted up to October of 2023. When this is me talking, y'all. When did y'all start doing all that? Let's work here. We working now. Okay, an hour ago. They are back. The state said, how did you feel? James said, I would want to be with Sean at the end. After she did all this with the guys and stuff and making him happy, so now she wants to cover up him. She wants him to hold her. Okay, where would you go? James said, to his residence. The state said, was there any part of these hotel nights you enjoyed? James said, being with Sean. Okay. We talking about Mr. Tootsie Roll here. Ladies and gentlemen, an hour ago, the state say, would you text him? James said, to say I love you. The state say, did you text that when you want to have sex? James say, yes, with him. The state say, did you text him you want to have sex with other? James say, yes. It was his fantasy. Okay. The state say, did you tell you what to text? Wait a minute. The state say, did you tell you want to text? James said, yes. That's what they got it here. Did you tell you want to text? Okay. She said, yes. An hour ago. The state say, did he tell you what to text? James said, yes. He said, what do you want? Be exotic. You know, that's what he said. So in other words, when she texts him, she got to be like funky with it, you know. The state say, why did you write things and things? James said, I wanted to make my lover happy. So all the funky stuff, all this, okay, for example, I want to see you, daddy, come and do it to me, come and spank me real hard, throw me out the window, or hold tight to me, papa. Those type of messages. She said this is what he like. He want her whenever that she texts him, he want her to be very exotic, like, come on, Big Papa, Mama here waiting for you. Okay, here we go. This is the state. This is the state. Look at this one from November 9 to 20. Okay, we get on November 9, 2021. What you write? James said, I wrote, I'm horny for you. The state said, you didn't have to read this, but you right. I want to, S. I want to, how am I gonna put this here? I want to suck Paul, the D word. Okay. Whew, God, Jesus. Okay. Why did you write that? James said, I knew what turned Sean on. The state say, who is Paul? James say, an entertainer. The state say, you text him you want to stop. You text him wanted to have hotel night. James said, yeah. Okay, y'all. Oh my God. Whoa, here we go. Let me go back up here to the inner city. Screenshot, text. Okay, let me just go back before we cross over to do anything else. Okay, wow. Damn, man, that was something else there. $50 Cent mother, that's who it was. Wow. Woo! Hey, Yolanda. Hey, everybody. Hey, moderator. How y'all doing there? Hey, Facebook. I see you guys on made it up in here. Thank you, Twist. You guys on made it up here. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you, X, coming on in here. Thank you. Please like my video. Damn, man. My God, today. Let's go over here to these other people's house. We gonna see. Y'all know how I go. I have to go back and forth because that they drop something every 5 minutes, so I can't stay focused on anything too long. Didn't need oh shit. Oh my God. Y'all hold it right there. See if I got this right here. Since I got y'all mind, where is that? Let me finish up with this here. Let me finish up with this here with you guys. Let y'all know what is. Okay, here we go. This is what I want right here. Okay, hold up a second. Let's see. Okay, here we go. This is something here. Okay, let me hold that right there. This is something that I want y'all to hold that thought of mine right there. I want y'all to hold that thought of mine, and then I want y'all to go with me somewhere, and we doing a deep dive. Everybody should have on their goggles, right? We all should have on our goggles because we finna go under the water. Now, hold it right there. Now, don't forget now, we ain't did what they got on Tisha Tail and all this other stuff here. We gonna get to this, but I want y'all to hear this here real quick. Y'all, you know what? I really don't. I don't know if somebody really. I don't know about this stuff. Here we go. Let's go over here to these people out right here. Right, let's go over here real quick. Come on, I gotta take that very easy. I don't want to let them out. Shit. Okay. Y'all just deal with me for 1 second here. Cause I think so there's something that we gonna need here. Something that we're gonna need here, and then I'm gonna tell you why. Okay? Just bear with me 1 second while I load this shit up, because I gotta like close out each thing one by one. Don't forget now, y'all know we got some on Grandpa Smokey now. Now remember now, Smokey is not out the deal. Him on you, Shannon Sharp. We got some other things that I came up with. Y'all, you remember when I was telling y'all, I said, you know what? I say, I wonder how do Cassie feel? You know, if she found out bothering with Diddy's son. You remember I had said that to y'all? If you don't, how about this here? We just gonna be here for a few minutes. We just gonna be here for a few minutes, but I think so that y'all would like to hear this here. Let's go right here. How do I want to take you? Let's go right here. This, I don't own the rights to this here. This is for an educating purpose, okay? Thank you, and shout out to the content creator for providing this information, and I'm just only using this here for an educating purpose, okay? Here we go. Let's go, you guys. Hold on a second. Let me get them up here. Hold up. Wait a minute, hold up. I'm going to stop screen. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Hold up. Come on. Okay, here we go.
And I got some messages where people were stating that that was not factual information. Okay, so my question to them is, where the hell is Cassie then? Because clearly here she is taking a stroll down the street in her hometown with her daughter by her side. But I do understand that some of you guys don't believe anything until a major publication reports it, and it's all good. I'm just saying that we didn't lie about the information. We just didn't have the pics to attach to it. So yeah, there's Cassie. She looks happy and healthy. I'm glad that she got the hell out of LA. It seems as though that she's found some type of peace right now, even though that she still may be worried deep down inside about the future, because we know that Diddy is a monster. But at the end of the day, I'm glad that she spoke up and she stood up for herself and she got the millions. So let's move along to another story that has been brought to my attention in regards to Diddy actually calling the paparazzi on himself in Miami. So it's been expressed to me that somebody from Diddy's camp actually got in contact with the paparazzi. It's bad when the paparazzi is snitching on you, right? And so basically they're saying that somebody got in contact with them to come to Diddy's property to take a few shots of Diddy looking somber and sad in the aftermath of settling that lawsuit with Cassie. I'm told that this was nothing more and nothing less than a PR stunt and a fake and fraudulent attempt to gain access to the road to quickly repair his image. Now remember, I told you guys when these pictures first surfaced of Diddy acting all sad and, you know, hands over his head, hands over his face, that I didn't believe it from the jump. I thought that it was all staged. I didn't believe it either. And it seems like the hip-hop scene down in Miami concur. Now another situation that's making its way all over social media is the fact that they're saying that the Grammys has officially uninvited Diddy. They don't want him in the vicinity of the Grammys. They don't want no parts of him. They don't even want him to be on the grounds or the premises. So it looks like he's getting his Grammy invitation snatched. All right, so let's move on to Erica Kennedy. Now, let me say this. You would be hard pressed to find out a lot of information about her situation. I'm telling you, everything about her on the internet is minimal to none, right? You have people out here trying to do their research on the situation and they're coming to a dead end. You have people trying to order her book. I tried to order her book. It wasn't available. It's like it's a hot mess trying to find out what really happened to Erica Kennedy. Now, what I want to do right here is play these clips of these individuals trying to go down the rabbit hole to uncover what happened to Erica Kennedy, who was her book initially about, and things of that nature. So sit tight and I'll be right back.
All right, y'all. So we're back. Shout out to my supporter, Portia, who DM'd me requesting I do a video. All right, y'all. So we're back. Shout out to my supporter, Portia, who DM'd me requesting I do a video on Erica Kennedy, which is the best friend of Kimora Lee Simmons and also the author of the New York Times bestselling novel, Bling. Now, before we get into it, I want to mention that Erica Kennedy passed away in 2012, June 19, 2012, at the age of 42 years old. And to this day, there's no official cause of death. I have to take this way back to my old school snooping ways to find some information out about Erica Kennedy. And according to LSA, an incog on LSA, it says, another sip. Erica Kennedy wrote Bling about Diddy. The main character is Diddy, and when he got wind, he wanted to unalive her. And I don't mean jokingly, but Erica was really close with Kimora at the time. She was one of her bridesmaids and Aoki's godmother, and Diddy respected Russell so he couldn't touch her. Mind you, this is from 2012. This also says, I'll post more in a few. The amount of bodies this man has, alive and dead, is astonishing. When I first looked the book up, I noticed that it was out of stock everywhere, and the paperback is $52.58, but I was able to pull up the summary. Cinderella Remix, an uninhibited, unput-downable novel about a small-town girl and the music mogul determined to turn her into a megastar. When 20-year-old Mimi travels from a small town in Ohio to New York for an audition with Lamont Jackson, head of the hottest hip-hop label in the business, she has no idea that her life is about to change overnight. The moment Lamont hears the beautiful young singer's silky voice, he signs her up in a bid to find mainstream success beyond the hip-hop chart. Soon, Mimi is rocking the chicest designer clothes, hanging with an A-list crowd, and being escorted through the velvet ropes into the city's most exclusive clubs. But everything comes with a price. As Lamont's new female star, Mimi is given the full makeover treatment. Fading supermodel Vanessa de la Cruz restyles Bohemian Mimi into a ghetto fab glamour girl with outrageous shopping sprees at Prada and Gucci. Lena Whitaker, the hip-hop obsessed daughter of a powerful attorney, is handpicked by Lamont to become her club-hopping sidekick. And Mimi can't quite tell if her spotlight-craving record producer Daryl Country D. McHenry is a friend or a foe. As Mimi is seduced by the clothes, money, and decadent lifestyle of her new crowd, she comes to see that Lamont's own future in the recording industry rests on her inexperienced shoulders. Cinderella never felt pressure like this. Fast-paced and wickedly hilarious, Bling is a page-turner that grabs the reader from the very first line, taking us inside the glittering world of New York hip-hop scene with an unforgettable cast of characters, smart dialogue, and a whole lot of attitude. Erica Kennedy grabs the microphone and makes it clear that she is a major new voice. Now, with that being said, on top of the fact that the music mogul in the book was the head of a record label called Augusta Records, I mean, I don't know. To me, it definitely sounds like it was about Diddy.
Okay. I have to break in between all this here so it won't, that I am doing like an education per what I'm saying right here. So it won't seem like that I copied the whole thing all the way through. Yeah, this is great. Y'all, they meet them. Make sure, I want to make sure that you hear me this year. They meet them. Y'all remember when Fantasia came out? You remember she looked like old grease monkey? Yeah, hungry, big lips, tired, and just, you remember? And what did? They take Fantasia and put her over in a tub. They give her a bath. Let her get some makeup and put some extensions in her hair and let her look like somebody out here in the street. Well, okay, this is young lady here. When they get you and they know that you got time, they're going to give you a bath. They won't let you be representing them and represent this here label. And you is the person behind this here song, right? But when they dump you and they let you go, they will strip you from everything. Everything to the earrings off in them, and even now go in the bathroom and get the lipstick. Y'all, things had moved so fast, but it ain't so much dealing with this young lady here. We have not heard of this silly. I had heard of her. But hell, you know how this. Some of them come with one or two hit wonders, then they going off. So that's basically what I thought dealing back with her. So now this is coming. Now once we get into here, I'm gonna show y'all the same thing that dealing back with her. They can't find out that she had pneumonia. They cannot find her. Ashes, teeth, denture. They can't find nothing of her. Nor Heavy D. Nor Kim Porter. And guess what? The doctors that was dealing with Kim Porter, he got in his car and his car went off a cliff. When they started asking him information about Kim Porter. He happened to get in his car and his brakes give out on his car and he just go across the cliff. So, okay, we're going to kill that a little bit. We don't know where he put the paper at. And so we can't ask something about Kim. We just got to keep moving on. All y'all, hey, Love Blake, we are working this morning. I don't know if y'all get my notification, but I hope so. But, this is basic education. So, dealing with Gold is bringing, they going to come in. Y'all, this is dress down. This is deep dive Friday. Everybody should have on their goggles, okay? And have your hair, because we deep diving in this here. Here we go. Now, I want you to listen to everything what she said. Y'all, get your morning coffee, because we going to get down and some stuff. Now, I told y'all, I'm going to let this play a little bit, and then... Okay, I'm going to let this play this in a little bit. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to interrupt. So just letting YouTube know I'm just not playing this stuff. Just giving y'all some. And I told y'all, keep your eyes out. When we get through the Cassidy, did the kids ever see you naked and how do you feel? Wait, y'all. Wait. Let's go to work here. We working now.
And Kim Porter.
Oh, sis, we could absolutely get into it. Hold on. Now, I do want to make preference and do a disclaimer. As I've said on every other video, I am not a lawyer. I am not giving legal advice yet. And y'all might want to grab your snacks, grab your water, grab whatever it is you need to. Because, baby, when I tell you, this finna be a ride. Now, if you don't know who Erica Kennedy is, she was Kimora Lee Simmons' best friend, and she was also really good friends with Kim Porter. She's been well immersed within the family, so if you don't know or have any idea who she is, let me share some context with you and backstory to her.
Who was that girl? Her name was Erica. She was a beautiful woman. Gorgeous. All of their friends were Kim, Kimora, Erica. I guess they were all old models. They were doing it. But let's talk about Erica Kennedy. Erica worked in fashion and the music industry as a media writer, a blogger, and a publicist for Sean John Fashion Line. She was also the best friend of Kimora Lee Simmons and was a bridesmaid in her wedding. And Erica Kennedy was godmother to her daughter, Aoki.
So when I say Erica was well immersed within the industry, she was well immersed within the industry. So she wrote a book in 2004 called Bling. It was a romantic novel, fiction, loosely based on the lifestyle of Diddy. And as we know, Diddy, he didn't really like that too much, allegedly. So from what I could find on the internet, because y'all, I kid you not, there is not much about Erica Kennedy's case. And I'm going to explain to you why, my theory in a second. From what I found on the internet, her and Diddy allegedly got into an argument or got into a disagreement about said book after it was released in 2004, and things went downhill ever since then for her. Now, when I was doing my research on Erica, outside of the notable stuff, you know, her graduating with a degree in liberal arts, her being from New York, Queens especially, her notable pieces in the industry, her poetry readings, things of that nature, there is nothing online about her case, about her unaliving being listed as a homicide. There is nothing. And believe you me, y'all know I look in research. There is nothing. Like, You see stuff like this on TV, like on NCIS, but the fact that her very existence outside of the bare minimum has been wiped clean from the internet is something bigger at play here. And my theory is Kimora knows something, because from what I did research on Kimora too, because obviously it led me down a rabbit hole, and I found some interesting
education first, everybody.
I sometimes feel like some of those things come back to haunt you over time, and stuff like that. So, I'm not really sure, but I've been through a lot. I've seen a lot. Again, like, I'm sitting here with my kids in my house. Probably too young bride. So I had these kids very early.
Sean Diddy Combs allegedly threatened to hit Kimora Lee Simmons, who was pregnant at the time.
They told me they couldn't go after Puff, but they could go after Russell Simmons. Those people knew that Russell Simmons was on the chopping.
So yeah, like I said, Kimora knows something. It's something she's not telling. Something she chooses to not unveil. And coercion and intimidation.
Y'all come in here. How could you fix yourself that gonna hit another man's woman pregnant, carrying his child? And you want to say to me that you are the father of the year, Sean Combs? Y'all ain't telling me nothing. Them damn children wish like hell that their mama was still living. Their daddy is a damn monster. And let me tell you something. You believe this or not? Hold up 1 second, y'all. Let me see y'all. Let me let y'all see my face. You believe this or not? Let me tell you something, baby love. Your daddy been changing you. Your daddy admire your little poo-poo. Yes, he does. Your daddy is terrible. And you know what, baby love? I need to take you to the doctor. Your daddy don't need to be changing you or nothing. If this man here, allegedly, he had cameras in his daughter's bathroom and his daughter's bedroom as they take a shower and everything. Change all of that. This is what Sean Combs had, allegedly, watching his own girl. Hold up 1 second, y'all. Allegedly, baby love. Do you think so? You safe around your daddy? Let me tell you something. It's been a long time. We are grown. Could we say this here? Okay. When a woman body start maturing, and then they start at 7, 8, maybe 9, 10 years old, start getting body change, start getting their little pubic hair. It'd be a long time since a man saw a plain cooch without no hair on. Baby love, do you think so? You safe around your daddy? Y'all, we working here. Didn't we say we was grown? If he put cameras in his daughter's bedroom, in a bathroom, baby love, don't get your, because that you baby love. You don't get no pass around your daddy. He would put your little ass to work too, with your bottle and your binky, your pacifier, with a bib on around your neck. That's the type of man, baby love. That's the type of man that your daddy have. That's your daddy. And he would tell you everything that comes out of this man, keep it on your bib and bring it to him because he want to play in it. I'm just working, y'all. I know y'all don't like this type of teaching, but I got to tell it. I got to tell it. It ain't going to be told. I got to tell it. Let's go.
Is a thing. So I'm not sure why, as painful as this is, why she has not probably come out in terms of outside of Diddy's power and money, as well as Russell's power and money at the time. If I was,
I'm going to think too much.
Outside of me doing my own research, Erica Kennedy's autopsy results are sealed. Only thing they have listed is she allegedly unalived from natural causes, which is BS to me personally, because she, from what I researched and what I gathered, she was a perfectly healthy 42-year-old. Nothing, no extenuating medical issues or nothing that was listed online, at least. They just have her listed as natural causes. At 42? Yeah, no. And what's even more telling is 2 women from the same bridal party are unalived. Exact same bridal party. Immersed in both families. So in the event, if I was a lawyer in this case and was given full ramification to open back up Erica Kennedy's case, the first person I'm calling, Kimora.
All right, so you guys just heard that, and both of these beautiful ladies made some compelling arguments in regards to what they think happened to Erica Kennedy. Now, I will say that it's mighty interesting that Erica Kennedy decided to name the record company within her book Augusta Records, given the fact that Kim is from Columbus, Georgia. And I know they're 2 different cities, but they're in the same state. And so it could be possible that Erica Kennedy was trying to low-key connect some dots for us to see later on, right? Now, as far as the second clip, when the young lady spoke on the fact that Kimora holds the key to crack this thing wide open, basically, she's absolutely right. I think the one thing that holds Kimora back is the fact that she is worried about the safety of her daughters, because when you look at Russell, he can't be depended upon, right? He's out here violating women. He's broke. And so who's going to look after her daughters? And I think that that is one thing that stands in the way of Kimora actually just letting it all go. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this wild email. Now, before I read this email, I want to say that everything that I'm about to convey to you is all alleged. This email is on fire, y'all, right? And so there were some things that I decided not to talk about. I have another portion of the email, but I left it out because it's that heavy. So let's go ahead and get into it. And it says here, man, what I'm about to regurgitate to you is some monstrous and repulsive information, dog. Bro, when I heard this it really caught me off guard, to say the least. So before we get into the meat and potatoes, I'm told that Kim Porter says she had proof that Diddy had Heavy D knocked off as well. The reason he had Heavy D knocked off is because Heavy D was working on a tell-all book as well about his life and the evil side of the business. Heavy D had conversations with Kim about Diddy being involved in H10, and I'm paraphrasing there, and he also voiced his displeasure of how Usher was taken advantage of when Usher lived with Diddy for a year. Heavy D was working on his book months prior before he died, and he confided in Kim about a lot of things and told her some secrets she didn't even know. Remember, they all started together at Uptown. Now guess who the F was the coroner for Heavy was when he passed? Ed Winter. The autopsy of Heavy came back inconclusive, just like Kim's did. And when they ran further toxicology tests, Ed Winter came across something that raised the red flag. He noticed that there was a toxin that causes clotting and immense suppression of the function of the lungs. And according to someone who previously worked with Ed Winter, said that Heavy D death was a homicide. Also, peep this weird connection. They said that Heavy D was suffering from a touch of pneumonia, just like they said about Kim. Now, this was said to be a false diagnosis because the toxin that was used on both Kim and Heavy weren't the same, but they will make a person feel as though they were experiencing flu-like symptoms. I'm told that when Ed Winter conducted the autopsy for Kim and found out that foul play was involved, he said that he would never be bullied into masking the truth again. Ed essentially said that there was a toxin found in Heavy D's toxicology report that caused clotting issues, and Heavy D's weight fluctuation over the course of his life was a perfect excuse to cover up what really happened to him. I'm told Ed Winter's exact words was people would just automatically assume that his weight played a significant role in his passing, and it didn't. I tried to look up info about that, but I didn't come across anything. But I believe it. Also, I was told that Cassie had a foot put up her tush by Diddy, and I'm paraphrasing here, in the midst of having a train ran on her because she said she was sore and needed a break. Instead, he suggested she use an ice pack afterwards because he made it clear that there are no blanking breaks. We don't take blanking breaks around here, Diddy implied. Cassie also talked about being to the bedpost blindfolded on many occasions while random men would come in and argue her. Cassie also said that there were many instances where she was blindfolded and other girls were brought into the room off the street, but she never saw their faces and only heard their moans and groans after being coerced to do acts on her and the guys involved. But Cassie's recollection of the voices she heard did not sound as if it was coming from a group of mature women. She also says that even if it was that time of the month, she was still sometimes forced to do S acts. She also says that Diddy wanted her to get permission from him when he helped out her parents or other family members financially and control when she spoke to them. Now, this is where it gets wild. Cassie says that Diddy found out about her and Kim's conversations and their frequent meetups before Kim died. He had Cassie's phone records pulled and saw text messages that were from a number that was unfamiliar to him. Kim had a burner phone, so to speak. But the context of the text messages between Cassie and that number pointed to the fact that she was talking to Kim. Cassie says that's the last time Diddy put pause on her, because that was the moment she knew for sure that it was time for her to escape. It's also been explained to me that Cassie said that one of the most humiliating things that Diddy made her do that makes her feel yucky even to this day is when he made her sleep with a couple of his sons. I would go into further detail, but it's too graphic. Hey, bro, I sent every recording, documents, and emails.
Wait, hold y'all. Wait a minute, hold it. Allegedly, wait. Wait. Wait a minute. I heard this last night, and I put everything basically to the side because I was going to come live by like 2 in the morning, but I said, okay, I just can wait. Didn't I have said to you guys, didn't I? A couple of them. Didn't I have say to you guys something? I told y'all, I said that when I heard that those boys bees in the room while she be doing naked and how did this is what you call growing up the kids up too fast. This is not the first time that these kids been in a situation like this. How do they know as young boys? How do they know? Y'all, we gonna talk because we are grown people around here. How do they know that they sex or they Texaco? Is it full? Is it on drop? How do they know that they're shooting out a piss water or they shoot out with that? I don't understand this here. Like I told y'all, this is Diddy Cone boy. I told y'all he hit them children upside the head. God, you stupid son of a bitch. Bring your ass here. What the fuck you doing that for? What the fuck I said? Same way he talked to the people of the world. He talked the same way to them damn boys. Now, my mind is going somewhere, y'all. I'm going to find it soon and very soon. I bet you Diddy boys had don't slept with him and I don't put nothing past grandmama. So, but we going to hold it right there. I don't put nothing past grandma, but I believe Diddy boys don't slept with Diddy and Diddy don't put them up to sleep with other damn boys because he just that freaky and nasty. Y'all, I say we working. Didn't I say we going to a deep dive? Let's go. We working here. Let's go. This here information here, but this here, I'm going to get it. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm going to get this information. I'm going to put it on my community wall. Y'all, a lot of times why the people is not catching me is because I'm on the comedy area. On YouTube, I'm not into basically like the blogging and that because I get away from the B sector. So basically, a lot of people basically follow me because of the algorithm that I drops in. A lot of you, if you have come to me like lately, you would know when I'm going live. But if people haven't came to me, they would never know where I'm at. So I'm going live or what. So anyway, we'll just do the best that we can by letting people know. Okay, because I don't want to backtrack. I don't want to backtrack and go back into blogger and what is the blogger and news? Because you're gonna put me on the B sector or what stated like right now. What the part that have my computer, the part that I'm getting all this here news, all this stuff here. Okay, I'm into all this stuff. But if I were to go back and like say, okay, I'm gonna change the computer back. I'm gonna go back into blogging news. It's gonna put me nothing but a bunch of. I'm not growing. I'm not growing for that. Thank you. There we go. We are the SSS sector. We are strategy strike sector. And we strategy. That's what we getting out to the bottom of this here. So if I were to do that, then they're going to put me all what they're like with the B sector stuff. I have to go and look for them to see who lied. I have to go. They don't come up in my algorithm. They don't come up in my algorithm. Okay. Okay, here we go. Cassie is 38 and Justin is let me see. Quincy is the fat one. I call him the fat one. Justin is is Kim boy, the oldest one. And Kristen is the liar, which all of them are liar. Hold on, let's work a little bit, y'all.
To dude, you know who and what I'm talking about, so you are thoroughly covered. Later, 100. All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now I want to take the time to read you something in regards to the passing of Heavy D, because it's very interesting. So it says the rapper, real name Dwight Arrington Myers, passed away on November the 8th, shortly after a shopping trip. Many close to the New York native believe pneumonia was the cause of death. He said he had a touch of pneumonia, maybe from traveling. He just got back from England. Cousin Rudy Phillips told the New York Daily News, sadly, the flight from the UK likely created a blood clot that killed him. Ed Winters, a spokesman for the LA County Coroner's Office, told ABCnews.com that the medication for flu-like symptoms were found at Heavy D's home. Although Winters declined to name the medication, he said no illegal drugs were found. Now, I'm just going to read the top portion of this, and it says the late rapper and record producer passed away suddenly at the age of 44 on Tuesday, November the 8th. The results from an autopsy have been proven inconclusive and are pending the results of toxicology tests, reports the LA Times. All right, so you guys just heard all of that, so let's connect a few dots. So first of all, it seems that both Kim and Heavy got sick after taking trips outside of the country. Now, the one thing that's evident is that you can't blame the C word on Heavy because the C word was not out then. Now, a lot of people try to say that Kim contracted the C word. We just didn't know what it was at that particular point. No, she didn't. Now, similarity number two, both of them were said to have...
Y'all hear me out. Y'all hear me out. The C word is what? Anybody know? They said that. Don't worry about it. I know what we're talking about. We know what I'm talking about. Okay, I know what the C word is. C19. Yeah, that's right. Oh, shoot. All right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's go.
Have pneumonia. Now, let's go to similarity number three. Both of their autopsies come back inconclusive. And number four, Ed Winter in both cases elected not to talk about the prescriptions that were found on the scene. I know what the prescription was. 1 million milligrams of Diddy. That's what it was. I'm telling you, it's clear and evident that Diddy has his name written all over this and all over a lot of people that went missing that was close to him, right? At some point in time. Now, as far as the accusation when it comes to Diddy's sons allegedly having some type of intimate relationship with Cassie, it's not above the realm of possibility, because didn't Diddy go behind Justin and deal with Lori Harvey? He absolutely did. So it's just crazy. I understand that this was a long video, y'all, but I'm gonna cut it right here because I have more information for tomorrow. I want you guys to drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this whole entire situation, everything that I talked about within this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time.
Okay. Oh my God, today. Let's go back over here. Let's see what Emma did in prayer. Let's see what's going on over here out here in these streets. You know, I can't stay too far away can't stay too far away, because that we'll get all lost in the sauce out here. Let's go. Let's go and see what Emma did in prayer. I have to stay on them. Let's see where we at. Here we go. Okay, the judge. Let me see what we got here. How y'all doing today? Okay. Okay, let me see where we are at. Okay. that space was telling to get him a lemon square. You will like okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. 1 hour ago, the state, this is the state talking, in the LA resident. Wait, I'm sorry, you guys. Wait a minute. Let me get you guys here. I'm sorry. Let me get you. Okay, yeah, you guys are here with me. Okay, this has just come up an hour ago. Okay, just 1 hour ago, the state, in the Los Angeles resident, you are still living in. What they talking about, the house didn't pay with Diddy. She said yes. The state said after February 2024, she said yes, maybe 5 times. Hold up, wait a minute, let's go. Let me go back up here again. Let me read my. Okay, an hour ago, the state said in the Los Angeles resident, are you still living in? Jane said yes. The state said after February 2024, Jane said maybe 5 times. The state said how many different men? Jane said, I don't know. The state said, let's talk about some. Who is this? Jane Doe said, that's done. Remember now, the other one was named Paul. That's done. The state says, last time, Jane said, August 2024 at 2 Star. Maybe that's 2 Star, maybe that's a red, maybe that's something else. Okay, here we go. Jane said, I saw Don in Miami. The state say, who this? Jane says, Paul. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back over here for 1 hour. Jane said, I only saw Don in Miami. The state say, who is this? Jane say, this is Paul. They must be showing some exhibits, some pictures, okay? The state say, when was the last time? Jane say, the end of July 2024, before that very often. The state say, what did you think about Paul did? Jane say, a personal trainer for Sean in LA, Miami, and Turks. Okay. 2 hours ago, Jane, I was mad I had to let myself get into this. The state says, this would be a great place for a break. The judge say, I agree. Okay. Let's keep on going. Let's see what we at. Okay, we already don't did that. Okay, we already did that when she asked Sean for appeal. Okay, we don't got caught up so far. We ain't far behind. We are caught up. How y'all doing this is Friday? Week 4, day number 18 on Deep Dive Friday. Okay, let's take a break while I load up this other one. Let's take a break while I load up this other one. My God, today. Y'all, this whole report would be on my community wall. I just briefly that and said what the inner circle put out here, but the whole conversation, how it's going to go, it's going to be downloaded on my page, okay? I thank you guys, and please continue to support me so I can be in the action, because I'm trying to do better for 2025, and I guess what? It's only been 6 months, and I feel better, and I'm doing better, because guess what? I'm surrounded around good people. And I thank you guys for your time and your support. So let's take a break here while I go and load up this other one that I want you to take a look at. This here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go down the road. I got to let you know. Y'all. I just saw this here. This is just coming out. I'm over here on another page over here. This is very disturbing. And I still have it between Diddy and Rum. All of my hair is, I'm telling you, look at me. Y'all, you know, look at my head. I'm supposed to put another color, put another dye in my head right here. I came on niggas to say, I think so. I went to go in and saw why my hair. I think so. He may come up behind me, probably attack me or drown me in this thing. Oh, me. Y'all, a lot of this is what I'm getting basic is allegedly. I don't know these people. I'm basically doing deep dive and being nosy, and I have to put that I'm not no expert, I'm not no professional, so I can't tell you where to go and give you no any advice. Because my life is the shammer that is. But I will say to you, baby, where y'all mama at? And as y'all hear this video, Jen gonna need a win. Yeah, I'm at Jen right now. Yeah, we all gonna need Jen's win. Y'all, you know I still got the information on her dealing with the mansion, all this type of stuff. Yeah, I still got her right here. I guess when I start talking about her ass, that when things started acting up yesterday. It ain't now woman in the industry that didn't get their ass whooped. It ain't now one of them. Even down in the movie industry, that is a hush and embarrassing. See, they think so we the crazy one because we out here. All the while you just don't know. Those high heel shoes, that all that perfume, them damn women goes through pure damn hell for a damn secret for you not to tell. But look at it. We are not alone. We're not alone. This is the thing that when your parents, the generation, don't think of the future generation. That's why it's very important to set up some kind of if you have started a business, you don't have to leave your kids no money. You did. You left them the business. Start something. It's for your children to carry it on. Now, if it fails, it won't be nothing on pertaining on mom or daddy. Because mom and daddy started the business. Only thing different is that life don't change. They don't pass away, and they weren't there to see how it blossomed. But they are overseeing everything. So leave your kids something. What I mean by leave your kids something, start a business. Start a business. You did leave them something. You left them the business. They ain't had to go and pull for the license or nothing. You did all that. So don't go and just look like people, oh, they got to have money right here. Oh, this is what my mom left me to do. Because if your parents leave you any money, you ain't gonna do nothing but mess it up. Because guess what? You don't care because you ain't put in the sweats. The blood and the tears and the lumen, you didn't put that in. It was easy because they will hand it over to you. With the money, it will hand it over to you. But when that they had satellite, like say like a country kitchen, when they don't set up the foundation of a country kitchen, it's up to you to take it to the next level and keep passing it on. It got to start from somewhere. And for you here on this video, you heard what the guy say. Sean say that. Look, I'm helping your mama and what I did for your family. Now you see what I'm saying? See what I have did for your family? So for your family, they owe me. I got you. When they see your, like, look what love got to do with. What did Ike do when he saw Tina mama? He gave her a bottle of liquor. Generation wealth. That's what it is. Pass it on down. Make sure. Oh, okay. Yes, that's what it is. Start a family business. Yes. If they want to switch up the family business, that's fine. Can't say that you didn't leave them nothing. You maybe left them a restaurant and they probably want to start a t-shirt. Oh, well, you can't say I ain't leaving nothing. Just carry on. That's what they call generation wealth. And let me tell you something. Once that these, like American Idol, I have to look at, so I'm looking at Fantasia, how they beat her behind right now. Once that they don't did, oh, y'all, my God. Oh, shoot. Once that they don't did, once they have meet you, like American Idol, they took Fantasia all the way there. And they gave her that $1 million contract, and they even gave her a navigator. She didn't know how to drive. Everything. And guess what? It wasn't even 2 years. She was basically broke. She fell down. She would tell you she fell down twice in the same old damn industry. What is she going? You know the type of man that she got? A man that was working at Metro PCS, or either he was working for the Southern Sanitation, and left those industry guys alone, for that comes with a whole lot. And one of them is that beating your behind. Okay, you guys, go ahead and get your coffee. Let's get right here. We working here. Let's go. I'm gonna give you, what is this one here? Oh my God, this is terrible. Let me go in and see, could I find the Tisha Tail setup? What did they yes, I'm trying to find a Tisha Tail setup. As if you didn't hear, last week Tisha had said, when it was talking about Mia, Tisha said that she know who it is for a long time, but she said she's not gonna say that. She said let the prosecutor let them say her name. Somebody in Tisha chat dropped the name, or Tisha was reading the chat. You have D-Not, when it said, this is what he said. I don't know what he did, but he probably, he was trying to do something, everything. Said that he was going to tell the judge that it was Tisha Tales. So basically, they trying to get Tisha off the streets down there in New York. Then you got this other fella. Now, I was over there and make it make sense. Make it make sense, say that the judge reached out to him and asked him, was it him? He said he made a video and he said it wasn't him. He didn't do, and he was talking about all of this stuff that going on the ground, dealing back with the YouTubers down there, or who leaked it out. So now this other guy, he made a video. Let me see, could I find it? He made a video directly to the judge and told the judge that it was Tisha Taylor. Tisha Taylor, the one that started this here. Judge, get Tisha Taylor from out of here. She did all this here. That is what was said. Now she said that go into my library. I'm trying to go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here up while I'm still looking for what I want to get, because I had all this here right here. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's let the girl get here. Oh no! Oh, oof.
There is so much happening. The first thing that's happening that nobody actually wants to talk about is, hold on, guys. The first thing that is happening that nobody wants to talk about is what's going on with Diddy and the judge. Let me get my phone. Okay, good morning, everybody. Listen, the fallout just continues, okay? If you guys don't know, right? Jane Doe testified. We are going to call her Jeannie. I do want to say this about the Jane Doe. No, the Jane Doe is not who anybody expects. It's none of Diddy's former or current girlfriends, as far as I can tell. She is not a public-facing figure. A lot of rumors have been thrown around. She's not a public-facing figure, so I don't think that even if somebody said the name, anybody would know who she is. Regardless of that, the court is under straight orders. I do have to say that if you are in the chat, I'm going to have to block you or remove it, even if you put your guesses into Super Chat. We are not going to guess, okay? We are just going to move forward, all right? So let's get into this. All right, listen, there is fallout continuing from what happened with Diddy and the judge in court, okay? The Diddy and the judge in court. If you guys don't know, thank you. We have been working on the transcript front. Thank you so much. I was able to get the transcripts because you guys wanted to know exactly what was said when the judge actually checked Diddy. Let's get into this, all right? He admonished them. But you guys, you have to realize this is also very, very serious. Now, I did a live last night when I pointed out that even after the judge checked him, Diddy was doing these weird power plays. He was getting up after the judge told him, you better sit yourself down before I sit it down. And let me just say this, Judge Aaron has been exceedingly patient. He's been exceedingly patient with the defense. He's been incredibly considerate to the jurors, honoring their time and whatnot. So for you to get on,
I want to come in right here. Now, I want to come in right here. All this here basically is alleged. I'm just doing a recap what is going on, everybody, for education purposes. Let me tell you what Diddy is doing. Sometimes a person would do that, a person would do that basically like, hell, shit. So what? I already know I'm damn lost. So what the hell? So what? You want to take me out here? That's fine. I don't give a shit. They start putting on that arrogant, I don't care attitude, and I'm gonna stay right here and aggravate your ass because guess what? He basically doing exactly what Tisha tells he's doing. Want people to talk about. Sean is in the courtroom, is running that shit. Get it in the courtroom, getting on the judge nerve and running that shit. That's what that is. That is my verse of it. He is tired. He want this thing to be over, and it's like, if you ain't goodbye, I don't care. I'm still Sean Parker, and my lawyers, they gotta do their job. But very arrogant, with an I don't care attitude, because hey, it is what it is. Hey, if I do get locked up, I still be set pretty up here in this jail. He trying to get on the judge's nerve. And he got an attitude that he's so arrogant that you work for me. You do what I say do. You work for me. But it don't go like that. It goes like that, but it don't necessarily goes like that. Because that I work for you, you hire me to free you for a crime that allegedly that they say that you don't commit. Now, me and you, in order for us to do this here, we're going to have to get to some kind of common ground, Sean. And one of them is that if you don't want to sit out of here on your own case and find out that if you guilty or not, with your behavior, it shows that you don't give a damn. With your behavior, Sean, you don't give a damn. You gonna rule the world and do exactly what you wants to do. You ain't looking at that your life is right here in these people's hand. With your arrogant self. And with your attitude, you got more money than the judge. And this, but guess what? That's who ain't gonna make the call on your life. It's the judge. And it doesn't matter how much money that you have, Sean Cone. The judge, and anybody in the homeless people, everybody will have more than you. Because guess what? They not locked up. Y'all, when we get ready, when we get ready to go break, when we get ready to go break, when we get everything I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna jump into Epstein and Trump's situation. Then we're gonna come back later, and we gonna still be here. Come back later because I'm closing out everything very, very slowly. Then we get back on the Diddy thing, but I got to bring it out because a lot just popping up and dropping right here. So let me let me get you guys basic going right here. Let's go and let Tisha go ahead and Tisha Tells go ahead and continue to get on our nerve and freak us out. Here we go.
On Judge Aaron's side, and he's been like literally not being hard on the prosecution, but literally giving clear limits to the prosecution. So when you can get on a judge's bad side where he is being incredibly understanding, it says something. Now, one of the things I said is like, wait, so the judge told you earlier to tell your client to knock it off. Your client did not, in fact, knock it off. And if you guys don't know, Diddy nodding and signaling to the jury could be looked at as a form of jury tampering. Now, I don't know if Diddy would ever stoop that low, but I do know that from like all the mob movies I watch, you don't just show up at every juror's house, because that would actually get it like, oh my God, they're out here, they're trying to tamper me. What do? You make inroads. You see who's receptive. You see who might be good with the hoo-ha. You see all that stuff and you like nod along. And then when you see people that might be very open to what you have to say, what do? You maybe have your friend's associate shows up at their house, their loved one's house, with paper bags full of cash. And we all know Diddy loves, according to this testimony, paper bags full of cash. Again, it is the beginning of something. At the very least, it could even be looked at as a mistrial. Diddy's team could even use that as it. It's very, very serious. And the integrity of the jury, maybe that is the hallmark for an American trial. If the jury has no integrity, what are we really doing here? You can't trust anything. You can't trust the process, and it makes everybody a waste of time. Now, what's so shocking about this? The judge has actually spoken to Diddy's team in the past about you need to knock it off. And Diddy still thought he was going to go in there. Now listen, after the judge admonished him, Diddy did this weird alpha male play. We will talk about that. It was weird because at the end of the day, you're asking the judge not for favors, but for extra accommodations that's outside of what people normally do. You're asking the judge for favors, and you're doing all this, and you are playing in the court's place. Diddy really thinks he is like Kid Cudi said, he thinks he is a goddamn super Bond villain. Diddy thinks he is the smartest person in the room. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, all right? So listen, here's what they actually said, right? They said that...
These niggas stop that shit. They do.
Okay, so the prosecutors raised the topic, right? They said, the prosecutors raised it. They said, our concern is the defendant is testifying by nodding affirmatively in response.
That's on her end.
I have to get the truth out. They're trying to do it. Sorry, allergies. They're trying to do it through actual, right? Good morning, everybody. They are trying to do it through actual smoke and mirrors. Westmoreland tore Mia up on the stand. And if you weren't paying attention in court, Bono tore Bono up on the stand, right? And if you weren't paying attention, you would think that she had her dead to rights. She called her lying. The balcony thing didn't happen. They thought they were having another Mia moment. However, if you were in the court and you were to hear the sidebars, the jury can't hear the sidebars, but the general public can. And the jury's not supposed to be on social media, so they're not supposed to know this, right? When the sidebar happened, there was a text message they were trying to get admitted for September 30th, 2016. Bono said this happened on September 26th. Yes, the day might have been off a day or two. It happened 20 years ago. But in that text message, Cassie was yelling at KK, saying, Diddy is crazy. This is why I have to stay away. He showed up at the door while my friends were sleeping, ringing the doorbell, acting crazy. He broke into the house, right? And then he dangled her feet off of my balcony and then threw her in the furniture. Cassie was screaming at KK, this is why Diddy's crazy and this is why he has to stay away. There is a text message from how many years ago? 8 years ago, proving it happened exactly the way. And Miss Moreland knew that text message exists, and she knew it was going to be admitted after break once Barna had left, they knew it was going to be admitted after break, okay? And they still pressed on, and they still did it. On top of that, and I was just looking like, yo, this is actually really, really evil. I know you got to get this man off, but can we acknowledge that you guys are not trying to win with the truth? You're just trying to plant seeds of doubt in the jury. There was another issue where there was a guy, Rob Holiday. And if you guys don't know who Rob Holiday is, he used to be one of Bonner's closest friends, but he was friends with Diddy before he was friends with Bonner. And Rob Holiday literally called her 3 days after this alleged incident while he was with Diddy and tried to settle with Bonner. He tried to settle with Bonner. So let me just say this, right? They're trying to say it didn't happen. Diddy tried to settle, and they said that settlement was north of $1 million, but they wanted her to settle maybe without a lawyer. Who knows? So Diddy, who's notoriously cheap, who was only paying Ginny, that's the date, Jane Doe, right? She was only paying that girl, victim number two, $10,000 a month.
Hold on a second.
The escorts were getting paid more than the girls, only paying $10,000 a month. He's notorious.
Okay. Let's take a break right there. Let's talk about this here. You guys know I have to talk in between this here, what is going on. It is a lot. It's a lot that's going on. Did in fact with this here case here. Now, right now, this time here, they are talking about did in fact with the money. Okay. Now, this here, I want to go over here what I got that came across over here with CNN. And let's see what CNN is talking. They got questions. Okay. So we're gonna come over here for a few minutes. Y'all know how I have to do this thing, play around with it. Because I don't want to get in no kind of trouble with people's stuff. Let me see. Let's go. Let me see. Hold on a second. We'll get back to her. We'll get back to her. She's not going nowhere. We'll get back to her what she's saying. Meanwhile, I have to go through here. Make sure I got all this here. Okay. Okay, this is coming here. Let's have it be. Okay, here we go. Let's go.
That she felt obligated to continue with these hotel nights, even though she didn't want to do it.
We've been here.
Really important for the prosecution.
We already been there. You remember this morning.
Excuse me. As it relates to sex trafficking, and a comparison for jurors who recall the testimony of, say, Cassie Ventura, they're going to undoubtedly compare and contrast their notes on these two particular alleged victims. Kara Scannell, keep your eyes and ears open. We need you. Thank you so much. Let's hear now from our powerhouse legal team, former federal prosecutor Gene Rossi, trial attorney also represented at one point Bill Cosby, and Benjamin Chu, former co-lead during his defamation trial against Amber Heard. Monique, I want to get right to this pattern. I know obviously in a RICO case, you got to show a pattern of different behavior, these so-called predicate crimes. But we're hearing a lot about the pattern of the freak-offs. Multiple witnesses now testifying to this effect in these hotel nights or whatever it might be. Is there a compounding effect that is useful for the prosecution on that issue?
Not to me, not from what we've seen so far. I mean, if someone who, when they're involved in an intimate relationship, likes to have candles in the room, likes to have some sort of oil, some sort of lubricant, some sort of music, some sort of lighting, that seems to be what they're establishing, that is his pattern for what he likes during those interactions, but that's not criminal. And until they show that that's aiding in a particular crime, then what we've got is dating pleasures. And I am concerned, frankly, Laura, that a lot of what we are hearing could be the makings of crimes for millions of people all across this country if what the prosecution is saying thus far is what we are supposed to accept as a criminal enterprise.
Interesting point. The idea of the question lingering, why not charge others with this? That might be a question the jurors are asking themselves to some degree. But Ben, how about this theme of money and financial dependence of some of the witnesses? I mean, this person, Jane, who's been testifying, says that Diddy would frequently give her between $5 $120,000 because her source of income, as she testified, was affected after she then prioritized their relationship. What is the prosecution trying to get at when they're addressing these so-called allowances? Is it financial independence as a way of coercion?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. I think why Jane is so powerful a witness is that she has the same arc of the relationship with Diddy that Cassie Ventura had. It started out as a friendship, it became love, it became romantic, and then he allegedly converted it into more coercion and having sex with other people, so I do think, I think Monique's point is outstanding, but I also think that they are getting some of the coercion that they're going to need for the RICO count.
So how about this moment in court? I mean, when I saw it, I was taken aback when the judge scolded counsel, obviously scolding Diddy, about nodding at the jury, nodding and also looking directly at them. It's not the first time. You heard Kara Scannell say, it's not the first time he's been nodding. Would you say that's a really big moment because it's a very big mistake for a defendant to do that? Tell me why.
For 27 years, I was a prosecutor. And whenever the opposing party and the defendant made faces to the jury or nodded, I almost did the Toyota commercial and jumped to the sky because jurors hate when that happens. They hate it when the prosecutors do it.
They hate being looked at.
Absolutely. You're invading their space. And I remember telling Ben that one of the key moments of his trial is when Amber Heard was looking at the jury after every question. They don't mind you looking at the jury, but that was sort of invading. And I said a couple shows ago that when I was a prosecutor, I always assigned somebody, in a big case, not that small, I always said, watch the jury. But I never said to the defendant, watch the jury. So he is antagonizing the jury, but I gotta sort
if he is nodding at, you're saying, okay.
Yeah, but let's assume he was. I have to criticize the judge a little bit. If he allowed it to happen and then had an epiphany, you know, he should have done it the first time Diddy did that with that security guy. He should have admonished Diddy then. But
well, actually, I think that's an interesting point, particularly because you guys should know the number of sidebars that happen in this trial it's pretty stunning. I mean, when there's momentum happening from a good questioning and the witnesses has their back against the ropes, there's a sidebar to obviously slow it down as a tactic. There's also a number of moments when they are conversing with the judge, and one would presume at earlier moments during the trial, the judge could have addressed what he was actively seeing. But then, Monique, a defendant, people might think, they can't react. They've got to be a cardboard figure. They're not able to do anything if they're being accused of horrific crimes, et cetera. What is that line between a human reaction
I'm trying so hard
and honoring
the information
the judge's
guys.
order not to
That's what I'm doing.
antagonize?
I'm not paying attention.
So
I'm just trying to-
first,
yeah.
the defendant is the most important person at that table. And they're the one with their life on the line because we're talking about liberty interest here in this case. They have every right to, not just in addition to whomever the defense also has looking at the jury, they have a right to look at the jury. If they notice something that can aid in their case, if they notice a juror slipping, a juror sleeping, a juror questioning, a juror frowning, and want to let their attorneys know that it's happening, the reason why they're there is so they can see. Now, yes, there's a line, and yes, you have to coach them beforehand. You might hear this today, and this is going to be hard to take, and here's the way I'm going to need you to respond to that, and here's how we prep for that. So that's the work of preparing for trial. But in any trial that I've been in, the voice I needed to hear the most, the voice that was most important
you go
throughout
ahead.
witness
Those guys
testimony
gonna bring
was
in
my
some
client.
fish.
A really important point. And of course,
Yeah,
you have
you do
registered
that.
your
They
accusers,
fish
and
fry
the
fry.
threat
I
to
gotta get
remove
this
him
stuff
from
going
the
over here.
room would be a pretty drastic one, and one that would leave the jurors asking questions and possibly, if convicted, an appellate issue. But let me just ask you about this witness. She went by the name of Bonna. She was a friend of Cassie Ventura, still is, she testified. I gotta tell you, sitting in that courtroom, the defense was scoring a lot of points with her. They talked about the civil lawsuits, about a financial motive. The dates were wrong. There were some discrepancies, some memory issues. The idea of the government's notes. There were a lot of moments where even in the audience, people were thinking, why did the prosecution call this person who had such baggage on this issue? Was it a mistake?
I think it was a mistake. I think they didn't need her.
But why didn't they need her? Because she talked about the balcony. Why is that not important to the RICO case?
Well, it is. So I could see them wanting to get that, but they really needed to nail that down. You know, we were talking about this before. You get the timing nailed down. For example, if she wasn't sure about the date, then that should have been established in the direct. It shouldn't come out, as Jean said, in the cross, because then it makes her look guilty. I think it destroyed her testimony. I haven't been a great fan of the cross-examinations generally. This one was good.
And by the way, there was a moment, I'll finish your point, but there was a moment at the very beginning of the cross when Westmoreland asked the question about the immunity and said, you only can be prosecuted if you're lying, right? Yes. Who gets to decide whether you're lying?
Well, the prosecutor decides whether she's telling the truth. But here's the thing, and I hate to be a Monday morning quarterback for the prosecutors or for the defense, but this is an example, in my view, of a lack of preparation. She was a Jekyll and Hyde witness. When she probably prepped, she was good, but on the stand, if they didn't pin down that date, you can't rehabilitate a witness after you've been crushed on cross on the date. It's too late.
It can't be, it happened someday, and they said it happened on a particular day. Thank you so much, everyone.
This morning, Sean Combs' sex trafficking trial is set to resume with more testimony from Combs' ex-girlfriend who is testifying under the pseudonym Jane.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna take a break right now. I'm still looking up this here information. I'm still here. I'm just gonna play a little bit of music. And you guys see me, I still be here. Let's just take a break because they don't break, because I'm still trying to look up this. I gotta get this here where we at with Teacher Tales. With Teacher Tales, how that they trying to set her up, and they calling the judge. They calling the judge and letting the judge know that it was Teacher the one that went out there and said it. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to line up 3 different things so I just can pop right here to it. So meanwhile, then let's just take a break for right now. I'm still here. We're just gonna let that go right there. Okay, you guys, let's go. Yeah, well, look at this damn. Okay, took a while to the grill. Okay. Yeah, yes, yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, she getting so many, she getting a new job now, allegedly at ABC. She getting a new job now. Let me tell you what this here boy here doing. Let me see, how could I get with it? This is what he is doing. He right now, he trying to get $5,000 from out of, he's telling teachers, I want my $5,000. They got a clip of you going around revealing Jane Doe to 14,000 people viewed. That is not true. Come on, somebody. Hold up. This is what this boy here is doing. He don't put this out just a few minutes ago. Damn, man. Oh, God. Y'all, I think so. I better stay right here with my little numbers. Okay, let's just hear him what he say while I look at this here. Okay. I'm just gonna play a little bit here while I'm still looking what I want to look for.
Anyways, I was watching a couple of videos and people painting the narratives how they want to paint them. Sometimes creators, especially when you're bigger than the person that you're talking about, you don't say their name. And so I think the internet interpreted that Tisa Tell was talking about me when she was saying something about me being poor. And last time I checked, when I was going at a creator and I referenced them being poor, people wanted to tear me down, but I guess it's a double standard. Tisa Tell is the problem.
They're not.
She know there's no actual problem. She's out of content. She can't articulate herself as well as she would like people to believe. I'm from the South, so I'm gonna fuck up a dictionary any chance and anytime I feel like it, and it's gonna be funny more than likely.
Oh, right here.
And so now they're biting off of the drama.
Yeah,
So she's the problem. I don't give a fuck about her subscribers, what she do, none of it. I don't care. She's irrelevant to me. And how could I be in competition with somebody I say that's irrelevant to me? And the reason she's irrelevant to me, because if I was on her level, I think most of y'all know I wouldn't even be on YouTube anymore if I was getting that type of money.
Okay, this boy is still, okay, this is what I want to take you guys back. What he had said right here, what are we? We right here. This is the one that I was telling you that last night he sat down there and said something to the judge about Tisa Tell. I want you guys to watch in this video with Tisa, how that she looked. You can see in her eyes, she was reading the chat. We was there along with her, y'all. We were there with her. She was reading the chat and she said, I don't know. And I'm trying to pull up that part what she did last week when they said that they had her. She said that I'm not going to tell. She said I've been new this here months and months ago. And she said, let the prosecutor tell. So this the one that sent back and told the judge last night. Let's go there. Let me get him all started up with his lying ass. Hold up a second. Let me see. This was up to date today. Let me see what he said. Okay, this is here about like 15 hours ago. I guess that's just when he did it. Okay, here we go. Let me see what he said. Okay, here we go.
So we found Mia was Sarah Sneederker.
Now, hold on.
Show about her life.
Hold on a second. Y'all, pay attention to this here. Look what Tisha is looking at. She reading the chat. She is reading the chat. This the one that's saying that he taking T-side. Well, a couple of them saying they taking T-side. Then I'm going to go to you where they say, make it make sense. Well, make it make sense saying that the judge had called him and said to him, oh, are you the one that doing that? They had blamed it on make it make sense. Make it make sense say that no, he got to safe around there because it is too hot. Come on, somebody. He said it's too hot out there in them streets with them YouTubers. Lying. They want you to go to jail. So, hey, watch what he say. Look at the conversation now. He tried to talk to the judge like him and the judge is buddy. Like I said, Tisa was talking to she was reading the chat, y'all. Come on, somebody. Here we go.
Yeah, she gonna get me together. Also, Sarah Sneederker. Sports Talk Highlights and More said, y'all make sure you follow Sports Talk Highlights and More. So we found Mia was Sarah Sneederker. She and Diddy was executive producing a show about her life. Google
handling everyone. Let me just say this, right?
Y'all want to give a shout out to Judge Submarinian. Judge, I've been following this case since the beginning. You know that. Maybe you don't know, but I have. And I think you're doing a fair job. I think you're fair. I think you do not favor the prosecution, nor do I think you favor the defense. I think you call in this case right down the middle. And I want to say this, man, that, and this is to you, Judge, man, I would never do nothing, man, to subvert justice. Enter any kind of nonsense in this case. I know this is a very, very serious case.
Y'all, he is pleading to the judge. He pleading to the judge, and watch how based how he talk, and watch how they did. He gonna keep playing the video, but Tisha Tales is reading the chat. We was there with her last week, and she said, "I'm not gonna tell who it is." She said, "I've been new." So this is what now. Armando did is make it make sense. He's on pins over there. Now this is what he did last night. I was watching him early in the morning, about I don't know, a little after 1. No, a little after 12. I was watching him. He made this into the judge. Okay, the name of this here, Tisha Tells real name at Diddy trial. No, she didn't. Then she was saying that CBS and ABC reporter jealous of Sean G. Who is Sean G? I don't know who is that. Unbiased report. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's watch this here. He pleading to the judge for all their ass down there run off at the big mouth. And I told them, they know that they got cameras around there watching everybody.
For all the parties involved.
All the parties involved.
And I would never do that, intentionally try to do that. But from what I'm hearing, some people have approached you about me. This particular girl right here. Whereas you can see on her YouTube channel, out of her mouth, she is the one who discloses who Mia is. This is 6 days ago. Today is June the 4th, 2025. Today is a Wednesday. I think it's a Wednesday, June the 4th, 2025. She discloses who Mia is. This is over a week ago. I heard they've gone to you and told you that I have deliberately disclosed who Mia's is, her real name, and that is not true. And I just wanted to tell you that. And if I ever had the opportunity to meet you one-on-one, man-to-man, I would tell you that man-to-man. I wouldn't even use this kind of medium. This ain't even me. But this is the only way that I can get this message to you. And this is what I guess everybody else is watching and showing you about me and who I am and what I'm doing. So this is the medium that I know they're going to take this and they're going to show it to you. So I know you're going to see it. And in no way, man, would I ever try to like cheapen this trial. You know what I'm saying? Or do anything to circumvent justice, and violate your court order. And I want you to know that. You know, to this girl right here, and the two girls, one girl is from ABC, one girl is from CBS, I think, two black girls, This girl, I don't know what she is. She may be black. I don't know. You listen to her, you don't even really know. Let me show y'all something, man.
Okay, hold on. I want you guys to know that he want the judge believe him that he is so honest. The judge is after them that down there in those streets in front of that courthouse. They have the marshals and everybody's watching them. Who put out this here with about the young lady who doxed the little girl, who doxed the young lady and told her real name. But Tisha tells, as y'all see, child, stay your nappy head. Stay your head up there. Tisha tells did not tell. She just, people was reading in the chat. She was reading the chat. Now, this is what he doing. He trying to kiss up to the judge. Judge, look, this is where I went to school at. Judge, I would never do that. The judge is on their ass all around about who doxed this young lady and gave out her real name. Because when you dox them, and what she is, she working for the prosecutor, they can go and do something to her. Because a lot of people a lot of them is working for Diddy. It's so many people down there allegedly is on the ground that working basis for Diddy that is there for the bill. Diddy wants to be known that I'm gonna control this damn courtroom. If you like it or not, I'm paying y'all lawyer. He got people all out on the ground just to strike this shit. Y'all, it is happening. And then those that's down there like doing a whole lot of talking, Tisha, and then they is after him. Even down to make it make sense, he started apologizing. I got him right here apologizing that no, he didn't do this here. Now he gonna tell the gentleman, his name is the podcast soul. He gonna tell y'all. I saw it last night. He gonna tell y'all. So I told y'all that I'm in a different algorithm that I get all this stuff now here. You know what he gonna do? He gonna tell them, Judge, do you see how I look? Do you see how I dress? Judge, I don't even look like, yes, Yolanda, yes. They are working. The same ones that down there that wearing those t-shirts, $20 an hour to wear free Diddy t-shirts. And guess where you see them? The schoolers, them homeless guys walking around there just doing shit. You don't see many people like how they start out walking around with the courthouse. And they getting the shirts for free. So now watch him. He pleaded. It wasn't me, Judge. Go ahead. Here we go.
You see that right there?
Hold on a second.
Look at that. Look at that. That's Morris Brown College in Atlanta, Georgia. Historically black college. Bachelor's of Science degree in accounting. Stay right there. Don't move. I ain't finished. See that right there? That's my master's degree. New Jersey Institute of Technology down there in Newark. 3.28 grades point average. Graduated with honors, cum laude. What I have done in this Puffy trial has been nothing short of magnificent. You two girls, one from ABC, one from CBS. Y'all are supposed to be professional journalists. Maybe you went to journalism school. I don't know. I don't even know you. People are just coming up telling me. One of y'all went to one of the marshals and said, why is he even in here? The hip hop guy. Let me tell you why I'm in there. Number one, because I'm a United States citizen. I'm a member of the public. I'm a United States citizen in good standing. I'm not on parole, not on probation. Gainfully employed taxpayer of the United States for 56 years. My mother was born here, my father was born here. I'm from here. Are you? That's why I'm down there. And what I'm doing to both of y'all and to this ugly ass girl right here is I'm schooling y'all. taking y'all to
the
school
judge is after them.
how journalism really supposed to go down. Go look in my comment section, and I know y'all already been down there. Everybody in my comment section saying, Sean, man, you the only one reporting this thing unbiased, straight down the middle. You the only one that's telling it like it is. I appreciate you. Sean, why are the other reporters not reporting what you reporting? When all of y'all in the same courtroom with me, y'all see me down there every day looking good how I look. Looking good how I look. Look at how I look right now.
You look like a damn Georgia pizza.
I'm an independent content creator. I'm an independent journalist.
Y'all don't forget, let me tell you something. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me tell you something. Don't forget now, he is talking to the judge. He made this video for the judge. Telling the judge that the girls at ABC, CBS, and that old ugly ass girl right here, what he called, he pleaded to the judge because they somehow or another that they out there, they got the marshal, everybody's watching, and they watching these people video of who leaked out, they got this here thing. Now the girl have to be like going to some kind of custody now because they don't dox her family and everything. So his name was given. I got right here. I already got make it make sense. I got him right here. Look how that he put it. I don't know why they said it. Look at my degree. Look how I dress. Judge, I wouldn't dare do that. But you still yet got that damn D-Knot. Donna is out there running damn crazy as damn hell. He the one allegedly that got this stuff because he said that I'm gonna do it right now. Y'all remember? You remember Monday morning we was up and said that look at him. He said, better not, this is what I'm gonna tell. So as we were listening to Tisha a few minutes ago, Tisha Tell allegedly, you remember Tisha Tell was saying some stuff about dealing fact that she was gonna have to block you if you were to drop somebody's name in the chat. All this here, they ain't playing with them down there. Us wannabe reporters and Dateline and all this here, they are down there, and the judge is not happy. Till yesterday, they had to be delayed 4 hours to get things under control, and the judge got them all out there on the ground watching everybody's video. Who put it out there? And look at him. He want to let the judge know that he's a good Georgia boy. He went to the university, and look how he dressed. They don't dress like me, Judge. Watch this here. And as you see this here, watch he go and tell the judge to say that, Judge, I record over there. I don't be over there with them. I be over there by the garbage can. Here we go. Lord have mercy. Oh, God, do Jesus.
I ain't got no boss. You, both of y'all, got bosses, and they tell you what to say and when to say it. And when they do, you do it because you don't own yourself. You know what I'm saying? Somebody own you. You get a check from them. I eat what I kill. You understand? And I built this YouTube channel. This is my second one. And I'm closing in on 200 million views, almost 1/5 of a billion views around the world. Sean G already known. I've been money before the Puffy trial.
Why are they doing that? Why is it not getting the money and the views?
Y'all see me every day. Y'all see me down there in that courtroom every day. You have a chance to talk to me or say whatever it is you need to say to me. You can say it right to my grip, but you choose not. You want to run to the marshals and tell them. You understand? Just like Steven from Django.
They telling on each other.
Just like Steven from Django. That's who you are. And this girl,
was Sarah Sneedicker. She and Diddy was executive producing a show about her life, Googling everyone.
I'm standing in the line the other morning, Monday morning, June 2nd. I'm minding my business. I done seen her down there on her page telling lies, hypothesizing, speaking from emotional and personal feeling, coming out of the courtroom, giving her interpretation of what she heard that is the furthest thing from what I heard. I'm in the same courtroom as her. I'm standing in line minding my business. She comes over to me. This girl.
Like some more. So we found Mia was Sarah Sneedicker. She and Diddy was
She is the one who disclosed that girl's name. Last week, way before she went and told y'all that I did, she did it first. She came over to me. She's speaking to everybody. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Shut your ass up. She came over to me. I'm standing in line. I'm chilling like Matt Dillon, ain't robbing, ain't stealing, looking good like how I do. But I hadn't had my coffee yet. And she asked me, well, what do you think about the trial so far? And I looked at her, I said, man, look, I'm watching the same case you watching. And she was kind of taken aback, I guess, by what I told her. And then she slid off and went on to the back of the line. And I guess because I didn't jump on her bandwagon or whatever she promoting, she went and told them people, oh, this and that, you know. Look, baby girl, you beneath me.
You see what I'm saying? Hold up. Y'all, come on. Y'all, I'm sorry. Is I'm too loud? Y'all, let me know if I'm too loud. Y'all, can you believe this here? That's how, oh my God. Yolanda, you guys, I'm not too loud. Ask how you guys doing. I know Trent, y'all in this here thing that, oh my God. He making a video to the judge. He telling her I look better than you. Look at my clothes. Now, as I'm listening to him, he gonna go away and gonna say something like that. I be way low there by the garbage can. I don't even be over with them judge when they be over there doing that. Oh, could you believe? No. Okay, thank you, Yolanda. Yolanda, you see what I'm saying? Oh my God. Really? Yeah, he did what, yeah, I don't believe this is, this is what y'all really doing out there. You remember when Jaguar, right? You remember she went down there the other week? You remember she got mad with Teacher Taylor and Teacher Taylor, allegedly, this is Dolby, climbing up the building like she the CIA, running around the courthouse and everyone trying to whistle and say all this type of stuff here? That she was better than everybody, and then Jaguar came and made a video how much that she don't like Teacher Taylor because Teacher Taylor told her to hold up 1 minute, she'll be with her 1 moment. And Jaguar didn't like that. Isn't that something? He acting like and then you got this other boy, did not. He don't make another video. He saying something about that. It's on y'all. It's on his community wall. It's on his community wall where he told her, I want my $5,000. Then he put down how many views that she had, and you told those people that, and I want my money. Oh my God. Ooh, y'all, come on, y'all. Ooh, I cannot believe this, but yes, it is. I told y'all I was doing. I'm telling you, I tell you, I got all this shit written down, but only giving that, I'm just not, like, I'm trying to take my time so this thing won't go slow and lock me out how I was doing yesterday. But I cannot believe y'all down there, out there in them damn streets. This other boy, of those that you missing, Miss Darling, you missed it. Early part of the week, D. Knox told the white man, this is a black man that's on trial. You don't have the right to make no kind of video about a black man. This is what you doing out here. This is all black people out here. Oh my God, yes, y'all. We was here. Me and self-love was here every single day. Look at him. Now he making this. This is what he's making to the judge about Tisha Tales and what type of man that he is. She don't look better than him. She don't like, oh my God. Wow, my God, today.
The girl from CBS and the girl from ABC, all three of y'all are beneath me. You understand? I'm schooling y'all. See, this is elite level journalism, what I'm doing, right? This is straight up and down like 6 o'clock. I'm reporting facts. Whether it's a point for Puffy or a point taken away for Puffy. If it's a point for the government or a point taken away from the government. I just tell it like it is, because don't nobody own me. See, what y'all do, y'all doing that Dollar Tree journalism, that welfare journalism, huh? Check me out. That gas station back there by the brake fluid journalism. I'm elite level. Y'all can't fuck with me. You are beneath me. I look better than y'all. My vocabulary is better than y'all. I pronounce my words better than you. My enunciation of the syllables of the words that I speak is better than you. I look better than you. Everything about me is better than you. You would have done yourself a better service by coming over to me and saying, Sean, man, can you help me do what you do? And I would have told you, say, baby, I ain't gonna be able to do it. See, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a man amongst men. I'm independent. I do what I want. I say what I say. You can't do that.
Y'all. Y'all, I just got one little bottle of wine. And I think so we gonna have a bottle. Shoot, wait a minute. I got to get me a bottle of wine. I mean, y'all, we gonna start early drinking. Can you believe this, him? Then I'm gonna show you. Wait, I got to go back. When we get through him crying, he crying to the judge. I don't understand this here. And I guess so with me, with the little numbers that I got, they would, if I recommend out, they'll make a total fool of me. You ain't got no number. What's the name of your channel? You ain't even gonna say monetize. What the hell you doing out here? You know what I'm trying to say? They are playing, y'all. When this thing went down, I'm taking out each channel little by little so it won't freeze up. Y'all, let me tell you something. Yesterday, they was arresting people left and right up there. The judge is mad. And I'm going to show y'all a video did back where the judge is mad and upset. Because you heard what teacher said right here. Excuse me, BB, you working for you too. You work for me. And you just... Isn't that something? He better than ABC there. And then I guess then he gonna have nerve at it. She could have came to him and said, "Could you tell me how you do it?" Then, well, what did you say you gonna tell her, baby girl? I can't tell you how I do it. I'm the best that it is. See, I work for me. Tisha Tell out there, showing all her emotion, just getting all to it. What you doing with that big old shirt on? Oh my God, y'all. I can't make this up. This is what I was doing, like playing around all day. Y'all want to know I got 4 tablets right here. Working, trying to get this here, piecing all that together. But, you know, I'm still working and making how to piece everybody together so it can go flash just like this. This is unbelievable. Miss Darling is right here. I couldn't even make it up, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot make this up. You out there in no damn street, and then you're so good to say that a black man, but putting a black man down and all this other. And look at this is a woman. D Knox out there bombing every goddamn body. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Look at you.
You work for the boss man. You work for the boss man. You work for Mr. Bowdown. When he tell you to plow that
His
music,
hand
you
look
plow
like
that
Bo
music.
Taylor.
See, I got my own
Like Bo with that
competition. I
hat
do what I
on.
want. Don't ever come from me. I'm the wrong guy. I'm the wrong guy. I've been doing this too long and too long and too strong. I don't know where y'all from. I think she from somewhere else. She didn't came ahead. I'm from North Jersey. I'm from the New York City metropolitan area. This is my hometown. You're not finna come to my hometown and tell me what I can and cannot do. It ain't finna happen. Judge Submarinian, man, I didn't mean to do none of that, man. Nothing to mess you up, man. That ain't my style, man. That ain't Sean G. That ain't how I get down. You understand? And I want you to know that, man. And if I was able to see you in one of the coffee shops around the court, I would approach you like a man and told you that, man. You know, that's not me, man. You understand? And I think you're doing a good job. I'm watching you, and the whole world is watching you. And I don't think, so far from what I've seen, I think you've been fair. You've objected when objections needed to be made, and you've sustained when they needed to be sustained, and you've overruled when they needed to be overruled. You've granted sidebars, and you've done everything. And I just want you to know that, man. And I just wanted to do this video so that you can hear it from me, man. You understand? Sean G, I ain't that kind of nigga, man. I don't do that. I know this is a very serious case. A human being, a man's life is in the balance. People are putting in a lot of hard work, and you know, I ain't trying to do nothing to mess that up. So whatever they tell you, if somebody come and tell you something about me, then you come and get with me. You come get me, and then come get whoever running their mouth about me to you. When they see me, they can tell me I'm right there. You get all three of us together, and then we should be able to sort it out. But what you're looking at is I'm the cream of the crop. It don't get no better than this. It don't get no better than this. You understand? I'm better than all of you journalists down there. This is to all you other journalists, all y'all in the courtroom with me. We all hearing the same information, and y'all coming out telling lies, man. All of y'all are beneath me, and I'm talking to everybody. And if you feel like I'm talking to you, then yeah, I'm talking to you. Sean G. Peace.
See what I'm saying? Wow. Here we go. This is what took place in fact with come on here. This is Make It Make Sense. This is what his version of it from last night. Let's go here. Okay, let me see.
What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. And do what Britt says. Do not try to guess who Jane is, please. It's not a joke. She is supposed to remain anonymous. I'm going to be doing my best to keep her anonymous as well. Before we even play the intro, there was a rumor that I got kicked out of court. So we're going to have to get into the mess a little bit before we move into other topics. So like the video as the intro plays. We got a lot to get into. A lot.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Okay, let's just go down. All this, I don't own the rights to this video.
Big
The defense does something effective. Actual, news outlets. They have thought that I was one of their contemporaries. I'll just take that as a compliment. I am not in any way, shape, or form the person who doxed the witness. The man who doxed her was put out of the real court, and then he's now allowed to come back to the overflow room. It was not me. What else do I need to get out of the way before we get into this? I don't really know what you guys want from me in terms of coverage. Or if you don't know, I don't like Diddy, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to tell you when something is effective in the courtroom. So if what you're looking for is a content creator who hates Diddy and doesn't want to be objective in reporting this, then I'm probably not that content creator. If they, meaning the defense, does something effective, I'm going to tell you guys. Moreover, this whole new media thing, to be honest, to be young and black and included in something like that is actually really dope to me. even if I wasn't included, I would still be big up in those people.
Yeah, he's included in it.
The people who participated in new media in no way impact the way I think or report on this. Like, you guys have to know me better than that.
Y'all, okay.
Even talking to some of the victims, even if I talk to them and feel...
Oh, Lord, y'all, my goodness. Do y'all need me to drop the link? Anybody need me to drop the link? You see, they got, Tisha, they must say something. Yesterday, Tisha had a meeting. She had I'm just thinking like that. She had a meeting, with ABC. Not saying the other night when she went over there. But anyway, she was in a live yesterday, and she had to stop the live and stop the live because she had a meeting that she had to go to. So anyway, when she came back from the live, she said, "Y'all, I had to go to a meeting real quick," and she said, "Base it on back." But as they all are reporting, they all trying to straighten it out what basis is going on. But did not. He the one say he was gonna go and tell. And as you see, Tisha tell, anybody like me to drop the link, I can. As you see what Tisha tell, she straightened out herself. She said, I told y'all, we was right here with her. She was reading the chat. She didn't put that, she was reading the chat. Now he go Uncle Sambo, he go Bobo ass with that goddamn hat on, Bobo, sitting at the goddamn fish creek, his damn Sambo looking ass. He gonna come, I look better than y'all. How could you send the judge, make a personal video to the judge, then you gonna tell the judge, I ain't that nigga? What? To the judge? I'm not that nigga, judge. You doing a good job. But see that bitch right there? That ABC, that CBD, that ugly bitch, she get it. What? Oh my God, to the judge? I'm just asking the question. Is I'm wrong? Y'all let me know. If I'm too loud, let me know. Hey, it's my nap time. I go and take a nap. But this Diddy trial got me up. I mean, I cannot believe y'all here. And everybody trying to scream themselves, even him. They all trying to scream themselves out. Then also too, I got some videos that I have that were people was talking about, like with me being here at home. People talking about saying, "Oh yeah, they down there at the court, they don't got in trouble," and all this type of stuff. I mean, this is basically what they are talking about. So, other words, Diddy, we don't care about what the hell you doing at the goddamn courtroom. We got real shit and issue out here. You around there trying to get some attention so we can start talking about you. Don't you see that? That's why we are here today, because of your damn bullshit, because we want to see damn justice one way or the other. Now this is, oh, y'all, Jesus. Y'all, let me give me some wine. Hold on a second, y'all. Let's take a break. Let's play a little music, because he got more to say. All of them to me. Tisha Taylor, she did a video. She's saying that she was apologizing that how did she get in this here? She didn't say that all this other. But that man, but still yet, that damn crazy ass damn D not still walking up down the damn street just starting shit, bothering people. He walking the damn street. I look better than her. I smell better than her. Look at what she wearing. Around here dressed like a slut. All this. Yeah, D not said this here yesterday. Damn, y'all. If I were to go down there, they would have called me old nappy head, dreadlock, all them damn colors in her hair, uneven damn level damn dread. Look at she just tied. It look like something that the cat on that came and drove it. And she want to come up here, but she not emo monetized. Woo, Lord, my God, today. Here we go. Let's finish the land, seeing him complain and see what else he talking about.
For them, it doesn't mean that if something ridiculous happens, I'm not going to report on it. I'm still going to report on that. I don't owe anybody anything. I don't. Okay, so this has come up in the. I guess we're going to get into the mess. So this has come up time and time again. There are traditional media outlets. They're called legacy media. These are the people who went to school for journalism. These are the people who report for Complex and Slate and MSNBC and CBS. They're all races, all nationalities, but they are traditional media. New media is people such as myself who is covering this, giving my commentary on it, but this is not what I went to school for. So I always have a lot of respect for them, but you know, hold on.
Woo, let's see.
Okay, my bad. I have a lot of respect for them, but I am not legacy media. So a very prominent reporter was talking to me today, and she was like, she thought I was legacy media. And then the man who's also a real journalist thought that I was legacy media as well. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll just take that as a compliment. But yeah, anyway, the mess. I have no intentions in getting involved in any of the mess. That's why if I want to go in the courtroom, I pay a line sitter. I don't want to interact with a lot of that bullshit and foolishness, to be honest with you. I'm here to report on the case. I don't want to be the news. I want to report on the news. That's it. That's it. I won't be involved in any of the stupidness. I it's just not my thing. Go for it. If you need to go viral, I think I was telling you, people wanted me to interact with that Fresh and Fit dude and the lady who was cursing them out. Why would I want to? That's probably some of their biggest videos. That's what they wanted to do. There's a market for that. I'm not going to intercede in something that somebody purposefully wanted. You know who they would be looking at? Crazy? Me. She didn't hit him. He didn't hit her. They both had, their cameras out. They both put that on their channel. I'm not doing that shit. Why would I? But anyway, yeah, no. It doesn't even make sense. Why would I do that? Anyway, so let's get into this. I'm not gonna come up here and blow smoke up y'all's ass. If the prosecution did a really good job, I'm gonna tell you. If the defense did a really good job, I'm going to tell you. That's just it.
Hold 1 second.
But okay. Bana.
Okay, hold on 1 second. We just got something.
Let me start with this.
Okay, everybody, y'all, we'll get back to him. Y'all see it's a lot going on down there, and y'all, I'm telling you, I really did want to go, but let me, I think so I'll be all right. My family still looking for me to come. Hold 1 second. This is just something just came in right now to me. Here you go. Let's jump on it. Okay.
Month is a lot. Not for what Diddy wanted. Y'all, let's get into this because Jane Doe did what Cassie couldn't do. Cassie talked about things that happened years ago, okay? There's a lot of problems with evidence. You don't have the evidence, you don't have this, you don't have that. But what did Jane Doe do? She tied it to the present, and she tied it to its current operation. She admitted and showed us verifiable proof. And might I add, the prosecution is getting a spreadsheet. They have the phone records. They have the flight records. They have the credit card receipts. They have everything, right? They have everything. She admitted to being Diddy's mule. Diddy's mule, that is a predicate offense for RICO. Not only is Jane Doe, right? Not only is Jane Doe a victim, but she was also Diddy's mule, and he made her perform in his RICO act. She also named the co-conspirators. She named the co-conspirators that are going to either have to flip or testify on Diddy's behalf, okay? Esteban Conoda said, Yana. Now, I do want to say this, right? And this is just a woman. I know that Diddy's team want to be like, that's just what they did in their personal lives. That's just what they did. As a woman, you cannot convince me that there was a woman on earth that consistently, over almost 3 years, let you use and abuse her body like that, right? Hold on a second. That can let you use or abuse your body like that. Listen, the potent ponders that the prosecution is sick of the prostituting. They are. I do not believe. Jeannie said that she had to beg that ninja to let her use a condom. And these are all people that she thought were dirty, right? One person she described it sounded like he just grabbed a homeless person off the street and said, here, put this in your mouth. And she was like, can I use it, whatever? And each time Diddy said no. Do men and women somehow think that because somebody is paying your rent, you are going to allow them consistently to have complete control of your body? On top of that, with Jane Doe, I do find her really, really believable that she said, listen, at first, how you doing? At first, I was down with the rah-rah. At first, I was down with this. At first, I was down with that. But Jeannie actually came through, and she said, but then after that, she's like, I can't do this. She said she was always crying. She was always sick. But when they paint a picture, it's actually really sad. It's like you thought you were in a relationship, Jane Doe. Victim number 2 thought she had a boyfriend. Victim number 2 thought she had somebody that loved her. Victim number 2 didn't realize that you were a sex worker, but you got paid the lowest. She said that at one point, she was meeting like so often. Also, I want to know what's going on with the La Armitage Hotel in Beverly Hills, because that's where they were having a lot of their hotel nights. That's Diddy, when he turned into Brother Love, he rebranded freak-offs and put it in hotel nights. But they said they were having all that stuff at the La Armitage in Beverly Hills. That lets me know that I know people in the La Armitage got some stories to sell. I will say they are discreet because they still haven't opened their mouth. Dorothy Martin said, what's done in the dark always comes to light. Exactly. But here's another thing. Diddy's team is ridiculous. They are trying to pin this as it's just personal life. When you hear her stories, there is not a woman on earth that will consistently let her body be abused like that. She said that sometimes he would make her have marathons. Doesn't it mimic what Cassie says? Where the victim the victim said that it was a marathon where it would be 1 person, 2 person, 3 person. She said after the second guy, she literally had to physically go to the bathroom and throw up. And instead of letting her rest, Diddy would be like, "Yo, it's good you got it all out. Now come on, get back in there." She was not allowed to stop. She was not allowed to eat. She had no control. And she felt she had to do this, 1, because she felt like she loved this man. And 2, she honestly felt like she had no other choice, because Diddy did the same thing he's always done to every woman he's with. Latrice Strong, thank you so much for the super chat. Diddy, let me tell you something. Diddy does the same thing he always does with every woman. This is my opinion. He jumps into their life. He wines and dines them, right? Hey, Lisa M., how you doing? He jumps in. He wines and dines them. He got them twerking on yachts. He got them having a party. It's all this. She said in the beginning she felt in love with them because it was like passion is love making. And I was like, not from what I heard, Tootsie Roll, but maybe he gave really, really good hugs, right? Liz King said, I'm disgusted by it all. In other news, thanks for keeping us updated. Thank you so much. And Willette Smith said, I be here ready for when you come on. Sean used her slow, yes, and was like the money he gave her before he was getting it back. Exactly. But isn't that what he did with Cassie too? Hear me out on this, right? Diddy is that type, it's that Detroit pimp shit, right? That's the only way I can describe it. He came in on his stuff, right? The lover boy. He literally bought everything, this and that, throwing money up. He's getting you used to the lifestyle. Say what you want. Who doesn't want to be comfortable? He's getting used to this. He comes in, the man of my dreams. He's kind, he's loving, he's respectful. He only wants it to be me and him. He's in my face. And that man's a billionaire? Baby, sign me up. It really feels like you did the Sierra prayer. But then Diddy's real intentions actually comes in. He only does it till he gets comfortable enough to be like, yo, you ever think about bringing somebody else in? And the minute, I will say one thing, the difference between Cassie is, I guess he was still setting up his little freak off stuff, right? The minute she said, yeah, I'm down for it. He literally had her in a hotel not even 2 hours later. He had that mofo in the back, just waiting there in his little stripper gear, just waiting to actually come out and do the show. And she said she felt like she opened a Pandora's box because once she said yes, they never had smacks outside of it. Now, one thing we actually do need to talk about, right? Golda A. Well, I can't talk about that right now. We'll talk about that afterwards. Like, Golda A, thank you so much for the super chat. And you, Info, said this is pivotal for Black culture. Diddy is behind a brand, a party, and bull, a segment of society to mimics his in behavior. Let me tell y'all something, right? First of all, I agree with you. Before we get into the details, I agree with you, used Info, because I think it's the end of an era. You are not allowed to do this anymore. And the funny thing is, you think about the way, like,
oh my God,
especially in the entertainment industry, they've always been on that bullshit. Remember that one song, She's Just 16 Years Old, right? The entertainment industry has always been on that BS. Before, there was always some rocker that had a little 14, 15-year-old girlfriend. Like, it's always been on BS. And I was talking to my girl, Tiffany. We actually might even do a podcast where she was actually saying that, baby, the whole record industry was always on some RICO organized crime. And now that they are taking it down, they are letting you know you can't do that anymore. The time is up. If you think it's cute to still be putting stuff in people's bottles, getting them loose without their consent, doing all this stuff, but even to the point of with the, let me just say this, right? With Jeannie, I find it really, really scary how much Diddy was able to get into all the victims' minds, where they really was down for this person. I feel like he found people that had childhood trauma, that wanted to be seen, wanted to be loved, wanted to be accepted, and literally did, in my opinion, narcissistic abuse and broke them down to the white meat. And then had them doing so many things that made them say, that made them feel so disgusted with themselves that they almost stayed near him just because they felt like used goods. And what man is ever going to want them? And how are they worthy about someone that treats them right? That's what they expected. The same way that all these podcasters are like, oh, yeah, this and that. That's what they wanted. Uma Uguma said, I read the transcript today, evidence of RICO trafficking, drug supply. Something is seriously wrong with the Tootsie. Thank you. Keep doing your thing. There is something really wrong with them. Also, Kelly said, Tisa, who's them co-conspirators though? Names, we love you. Okay, let's get into the co-conspirators, okay? Also, Kareem said, oh, Diddy. Can't you see federal prison is where you will be? Diddy. Can't you see? Bless Child said, coward, the power. Yes, exactly.
Okay, we'll go back there to her. Let's go here in the city press. I just got something that they just came out. Let's see what they got going on. Let's go back over here to Inner City Press. How y'all doing today? Is y'all bored? Is I'm entertaining you guys? Woo! This is a lot. But I thank you guys for your company. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the inner. Let me see, make sure that we got it. We lined. Okay, yeah, here we go. We are lined up right here. Okay, right now this is Inner City Press. How y'all doing today? This is what they came out with 2 hours ago. The state. How did Paul get there? Jane say he booked his own travel, or he already be there. The state say, who is this? Jane say, a man named Leo. I met him through Sean for one of those nights. I met him on my birthday. The state say, last time. Jane say, 2023, because, they want to be very, very specific. You remember what teacher was saying, the timing. They want this here timing, okay? She's doing very good on the timing. How y'all doing today? Okay, 2 hours ago, the state say, where did you see Leo? Jane say, LA. The state say, what else did you call him? Jane say, Italian. The state say, who is this? Jane say, a guy Sean brought into a night in 2021. The state say, what happened? Jane say, Sean said he had someone coming over and I was repulsed. repulse and eliminate. Okay. The state say, in Los Angeles resident, you are still living in there? Still living in? She said, yes. Then the state say, after February 2024, after February 2024, Jan say, maybe 5 times. Let me see. I think so that we went over this here. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go over 5 times. Jane said maybe 5 times. The state say how many different men? Jane say I don't know. The state said let's talk about who is this. She said okay, we don't get caught up right there. We right there. We don't get caught up. Let's go back over here to Tisha. Wait a minute. Let me make sure we got everything before I run back over here. Let me make sure we got it. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you understood. Okay, no, we got something else here. Okay, the jury lead, Jane Lee, Cone, Abafilio. Could we have a quick sidebar with the government about something I would like in the court advice on? The judge say yes. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and let's hear what.
Because that, okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, midday today, Friday, June 6th, the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial. Jane is on the stand, witness, anonymous Jane, and it was pretty grueling and graphic. All direct testimony. It's supposedly going to go into Monday this way. There were descriptions of various hotel nights, a number of adult film stars that were reached out to. It's hard to really convey this. One was called Cabral Williams, that I'll say. I'm referring to him as Sly because that seemed to be his nom de stage, and I'm not sure if Cabral is with a C or a K, probably a C. Cabral Williams. So this is a sort of a footnote to the live tweets. We've been tweeting it live, and we haven't, despite. I'll just say this: there's a court order that the identity and any identifying, I guess, information or visuals about the witness are not to be known. It seems that many people online say who it is. We're not doing it. There was a sidebar that took place at the end of the testimony. Wasn't explaining what the sidebar was. Maybe it was about this, because it does seem very strange if it's totally obvious that people can't report it, and that's the measure of compliance with the rule of law. But there it is. Now it's going to continue all day, this direct. The reactions are different. I mean, everyone wants to know what the juries look like. I'm not going to sort of get into that, except for the idea that there is a perception. I think that the order not to nod at the jurors because is there some energy between Combs and certain jurors? And what can be done about that? I don't know. But the testimony will continue. The cross is going to really be something. I think that they're trying to take issues off the table by saying, why did you say you wanted it? Or why did you choose who the entertainer would be? And the excuse is because it had to be, it was going to happen anyway, it might as well be this way. I don't want to characterize it except to say it's something. I'm glad to be outside. That's all I can say. Will Sean Combs ever be outside again? Well, we'll see. There's some prison camps have a yard. Who knows, though? There's other people. I've heard people say that they're not convinced by this witness. So we'll just have to see. We're doing it, and I think we may have another one later today. But I'll say that at the end of the testimony today, we're going to bear down and put out Diddy on trial week 4, just because people try to misuse the tweets, and it's kind of like a blockchain. We'll say this is what was said, and there's a few little extras in there too. But we're going back in for the continued testimony of the witness, currently known as Jane. To be continued.
Okay, you guys. Ooh. Okay, you guys. Ooh, boy. Scooters, let's take a break. We did good. We did 4.5 hours. We getting there. Let's take a break. Okay. I was eating on a banana, and then I was like that, okay, let me eat this here and basically like keep myself together. But I forgot that we have to go back over there to make it make sense. and make it make sense is gonna get a lot of things I wouldn't say, but make it make sense. He really is going to. So anyway, let's go and have a good lunch. I'm gonna shut this here down and give my brains. I'm in overload, just like that. Matthew said. Matthew said he's so glad to be out that building. It was something else, but. Child, he lied. He out there in them damn streets. I see it right here. Everybody, including down to him. Matthew, the inner circle, big time. He like CNN News down here. Work for a big company. Everybody around there apologizing, saying it wasn't me, and how the court's gonna. Did not still run around there just bothering with damn people. Oh my God, y'all! Let's take a break. But we got to get this in done because tomorrow I will be going back to kindergarten tomorrow because I'll be reading everything all over. I put back. Did you get? No, I went to the door a few minutes ago and no, it hadn't came in. But the email, I received the email and they said UPS supposed to be bringing it. But anyway, I'm there, been watching the door because my God, I like to get it, even though that sometimes they will deliver like on Saturday, but. I always think so. Business goes Monday to what they think on Monday through Friday. Okay. Y'all. Who y'all think? Okay, let's go. Who y'all think had went and told? Who y'all think that went and told the marshals? Yeah, I need my medication. I'm here. I'm going now. Who y'all think that when they told the marshals? But you know, y'all know they know that them people are seeing like watching everything. Everything. You say somebody seen it on YouTube? Mm-hmm. It makes so bad, but they are D-Not alleged, but D-Not said that he was gonna call. He said he was in the jail. He said right now, since that he said that send me over your subscribers. He said you and Gene got into 12 o'clock. Send me your subscribers and you apologize to me. He said, because I got it all written up on you. Well, I'm gonna send it, send to the judge. That's what he had said Friday. And then even now with Inner City Press, so I guess so I'm just like Inner City Press is like Washington Post. So I'm gonna say if they going on like that, all of them, CBS, all of them is going on like that. Like who had told to get the lady? Because what they are telling this here, somebody can lose their life. Their family, their child can get kidnapped. I hope they would get whatever that they do, they would get your damn attention by running off with your mouth. Because see, Diddy is in the courtroom. He's like, people was telling Tisha say, Tisha, you gotta mark me up, say that these people are attacking you. And then Tisha said, oh, I'm protected. And all this, dealing like that, what was going on. And wow. But we was there, when we were following Tisha going back, Tisha tell, we were going back and forth. She was reading the chat, and then she said, oh, I'm not gonna say nothing. Hey boo, how you doing? Thank you. She said that I'm not gonna say nothing. She said, let the prosecutor let them tell. I'm not gonna say nothing. Then you see what that I am so how that guy said he was 50-something years old. Look how I'm dressed. Look at my hat. I be over there. They ain't like me. But you trying to send a personal message to the judge. Calling this here woman here a bitch and all that. They don't look better than me. I mean, God, man. Let me tell you something. On podcast, Sean, you look like you don't got out of prison. You look like an overdressed country bunker or something. You look like Sambo sitting right there at the damn Fish Creek. Okay? That's what you look like. You look like your ass don't got hotel. I'm working. That's what your ass look like. How could you send the judge a damn letter? Judge, this video is special for you. Look at me, judge. Look at this is where I went to school at, right there to Atlanta. They ain't like me, Judge. Even from the lady from CBS and NBC and CNN and the Oprah Show interview, I look better than all of them. They ain't smart as me. Yo, a hotel. Yes, this is what the man said. They ain't smart. They can't speak properly. Listen how I speak. Hotel, you missed it. Yeah, you missed it. Look how I dress. Look at me. I speak proper. Hotel, we haven't even got started yet. Right now, our brains is in overload. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, then we're gonna go on break for a few minutes, but we gonna be working tonight. We gonna be working. Do y'all know that this is a case, you know, with my sleeping medicine? Do you know that my sleeping medicine, my sleeping medicine don't work for me now? It don't work for me now. Let me tell you. When we go and we listen to, okay, wait, Hotel, you're going to have to grab the bed and grab a bottle of Tylenol, etc. Let me tell you, when we go back and listen to Make It Make Sense, I don't know what they call it, but it's something that starts with a C. But as I listen to how they tell the story, it was something else. They said, it's a word for it. It starts with a C. Y'all, you know, if you're not in this business and really like not out there in the world to see these things basically is surprising you. It's a not C19. No, we ain't talking about that. It's a word that is called that when a person eat poop like it's their last supper. Make it make sense. Gonna go into it and he gonna say it's a word that what it is called. It's a word that what it's called. And I'm gonna put it like this here. Did not, it was mentioned, it's in the notes. Did not is gonna have mentioned it too. That don't, they call that the Abbott. No, did not have called it. It is called the Dookie shoot. Some y'all. Anyway, it's a word that is called. Anyway, maybe it's a A. See, anyway, when we come out from this break, don't y'all eat nothing heavy. We'll just be snacking all during the day. Don't eat nothing heavy because this here is who that we was waiting for. Now, remember now, these last 3 to 4 weeks, this was all about the prosecutor. The defense ain't showed their ass yet. Okay? Then after the defense come, and then when they're gonna start doing their open statement. So right now, this is one who they were waiting for. But anyway, they still got more witnesses that gonna come up, but they gotta get here before the judge need all these people named this, that, and another before before June 20th. Have something like I hope my prescription coming because it's for the nausea too. You're so confused. A hotel, I can't explain it to you. It's too bad. It really is. It's and then one more for the girls in the back, and he sits there and he play in it. It don't be his. It be out there. All a part of the, like how he like to play with the. Y'all, we'll talk later. Y'all know how to reach me if you need me. Okay, X and everybody, I see you guys. I need a break from this here.